Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially getting ready for day 3 of the Do It Big Invitational Season 2. We have a triple header coming at you live tonight. Our first game will be loading up very, very soon between Team Double Jungle Gap and Team Strag. We have not seen either team yet in Season 2, so both teams will be making their debuts here in Season 2. So get ready for that. I need to change my stream title. Stay. I'm just gonna do day 3. Fuck it. And then today is the current game is Double Jungle Gap versus Team Strag.
Dude, who do I root for, dude? I got friends on both teams. Like it's a
You know
gap, dude.
what? It's a gap, but B, just support both teams, congratulate them when they do well, and more
And blame
importantly,
them if they do
flame
bad.
them. Exactly, flame them if they miss Malphite ults.
Oh,
Okay,
true.
okay.
They only had a highlight reel. We kept like showing that like pre-stream or pre-game,
Yeah,
like the
eventually we're
knockouts.
gonna get around to that. If you have any talented video editors in the chat, holla at your boy, because we are all just volunteering our time here. Would love to get some production value
Oh,
more than we
dude,
already have. Hmm.
you should invite me to lobby on the cringe account.
Do it, you won't.
Camp on the cringe account, dude.
Omega lol. Lol. Okay, well, we have some time here. How's the stream audio quality? Is my voice okay? Is B loud enough or not too loud?
And more
How's that?
important, can you hear Kitty Source?
Can I read Kittysaurus? Yes, I
Oh,
can read Galtu Op. Indeed. I can't hear text, unfortunately, but I can read it, for I am edumacated. Actually, Omega lol. Alright, some weirdo just joined the lobby. I don't know who that is. Kinda cringe, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna give each team a couple more minutes here. Also give me some time to introduce both teams. Okay, we'll start with the team that is here and present, which is going to be the blue-sided team for this game. It will be Team Double Jungle Gap, captained by one XX Pelvis Pablo XX, aka Calvin, aka Mr. Zoomer Fingers, aka returning champion from Season 1 of the Do It Big Invitationals. Not only does he have Zoomer fingers, he is literally a Zoomer. He's literally 15 years old, captaining a bunch of people, some of whom are nearly twice his age, but don't let that deceive you. He is just as qualified to be a captain as every other captain in this tournament. All right. On his team, we have, starting from top lane, we're going to have XX Pelvis Pablo himself. XX, whoops. In the jungle, we have a boosted Rando, aka Nick Chu. Another returnee from Season 1. In the mid lane, we have Irina Thunder, aka Simone. And then in the bot lane, we are going to have the Northwest, aka Steven, my boy, and Simple Actions, aka one of the 4 Kevins in this tournament. We're gonna call him ADC Kevin for now. All right. I don't know too much about him to be completely honest with you, but I'm assuming he likes to keep it simple, so I'll do it. I'll do that. Okay. On the other side, we have Team Strag, captained by Anuhia, aka Kevin. What can I say about Kevin? Well, I can say that you guys should definitely check out his stream. He streams at the link I'm going to drop in the chat right now. Definitely check him out. Really chill guy. Lovely to talk to. Very, very warm personality. Plays a killer support. Accompanying him in the bot lane, I assume, will be Miss Killer, aka Noctran. Fresh off taking a giant shit. So definitely going to be ready to potentially unload on the enemy team as well. A lot to say about Nock, not that much time. So we're going to go straight to the mid lane, where we're going to find the Scholar, aka Ryan, aka Chun. I don't know much about Chun, except I've been to his house one time, and he's a cool guy, and he's a teacher. So a compatriot in education. In the jungle, we're going to have Kato, aka Kevin Doe. Don't know much about Kevin. I think B, if you want to give me some information on Kato here, that would be appreciated.
Oh, he's my neighbor. Like, we live like a house apart.
Nice.
I've known him since. I've known him for like 12 years now. Holy shit. It's been a
Damn.
long time.
Going way
Yeah.
back in the way back. All right. And then in the top lane we have Alex, aka Algie.
Let's not forget we have two Vietnamese brothers in our team.
Okay, thank you for interrupting. That's Nock, prone to injecting himself where he is not needed, and abandoning his team right before the game starts. Good stuff. Anyways, my fondest memory of Alex and my only memory of Alex is that he gave me a ride home after we hung out one time in real life. So cool guy as far as I'm concerned. Good guy. Okay. Well, with that, we're going to hear from both captains here real quick, and then we're going to get game one of the night started. I'm just going to drag him actually, fuck it. Alright, hey Kevin.
Hey, yeah.
Hey Calvin. Oh, Kevin Calvin, nice to see. Alright, so we're about to get started in game one of the night. First question here, I'm going to go over to the blue side captain, Mr. XX Pelvis Pablo XX. Tell us a little bit behind your team's name and what we can expect from you guys this season.
So the team Double Jungle Diff is a play on my previous team's name in season 1, Always Jungle Gap. And this
Wait,
time
hold on. Is it Double Jungle Gap or Double Jungle Diff?
I think it's
Because
Diff.
you guys like alternate between that all the time. Pick a lane.
It's a gap.
It's a gap? Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
I don't know. It's just a gap.
Okay. Alright, it's a gap because alright, whatever. Anyways,
Yeah, we have two of the strongest junglers in my opinion on this team, so you should be watching out on your bans.
Alright, so double jungle bans, maybe? Double jungle strats? Sounds good. Alright. On the red side here, we have Team Strag, captained by Kevin. Kevin, tell us a little bit about this name that you've chosen for your team and what we can expect from you guys this season.
Of course, thank you. First, may I say, it is an honor and a privilege to be here making our debut on the Do It Big stage. So thank you, Roger. Team Strag, we are comprised of 5 most amazing people from around the world. You heard it here first, folks. We are Team Strag, short for stragglers. You know, we are each independent wanderers found and finding one another on one called Summoner's Rift. Now let me hear you. And you're welcome.
Wow. All right, what an intro for Team Strag. Gonna have a lot of energy on the Rift for sure. All
I
right, good
fucked up my
stuff.
intro.
It's yeah, well, you know, sometimes understatement is good. Sometimes overstatement can be a curse. We'll see. So I'll let both of you guys go back to your teams, and then when you guys are ready, we can hit that start button.
All right. Good luck to you.
Okay. GLHF.
Okay.
Okay. That's all you can say to that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially loaded into Pick Bands for Game 1 of the night. Just a reminder, after this game, we will have 2 more games coming at you. So, stick around. It'll be a great night of games. We're going to have 2 more games tomorrow as well. Going to be a different start time, starting at 9 p.m. PST. Don't miss it. A lot of great action already in the books. A lot more great action to come in Season 2 of the Do It Big Invitational. Okay. Wow. Alright, that was a really quick ban phase. I think both teams did their homework. Both teams, again, making their debuts, have had a lot of time to study up here on their opponents. And we're going to get an Olaf. That's our first pick here between these two teams. Olaf probably going to go in the hands of a boosted rando. Very strong Olaf player. Olaf in a very good state in the game right now. Going to be matched by a Kaisa and a Janna. So the bot lane of Team Strag locked in already. What else are we going to expect? Beat out, you've scrimmed with double jungle gap this week.
I did.
So what are some things you're potentially expecting here from them?
There's gonna be an Ornn top most likely, or a Hecarim top.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, please. I want to see Hecarim top. I know Calvin has been dying to play. What the? This is a. Okay, alright. I'm not gonna. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Hecarim top would definitely be interesting. I think that's something that people have not prepared for. I don't think that's something that has shown up in Calvin's match history, to be completely honest.
Played one game earlier and ran it supposedly
Gotcha.
against Viego. So as long as there's
Ah.
no Viego, it's okay.
I wonder if we're gonna get a Viego tonight, actually.
I know like a little bit about Kato's team. I think they were talking about potentially a Elise or a Kha'Zix pick against the Olaf. Okay, never mind. They decided not to go
Wait,
with that.
that's unironically a Warwick. Not a
Yeah.
champion we see often. Normally a jungler, but I could also see this is that top Warwick with barrier cheese build.
Oh.
Something to keep an eye out on as well. Let me see here. I'm going to make sure that I have.
Mordekaiser?
I want to make sure that I have the acronyms right for both teams here.
Pantheon.
Okay, they never actually fucking decided. I'm just gonna go with Team SG. Alright, so DJG versus SG. Okay, got that set up.
Another a set picked.
Okay. All
No action
right.
pop.
As we round into the last pick of this match here, we have looks to be a set top. Last pick here for Arena Thunder going to be the Annie. Oh, never mind. Cassiopeia. I think that Cassiopeia just to taunt Miss Killer, who does like playing that Cassiopeia. Maybe reminding him, hey, that's an option, but it's not because Kaisa's already locked in. But let's see what the last pick here is going to be. This should be the top lane pick. If it's going to be a jungle pick, I would imagine that would foreshadow the Warwick top.
Panthers is
Hopefully,
Yone, supposedly. Is that correct? Wait, where is that?
huh?
Pantheon is actually Yone for placeholder.
Oh,
Placeholder.
okay.
Yeah.
I hope that both
Aatrox
teams.
is Rumble.
Aatrox is Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right.
Someone needs to
So,
exit the game, right?
yeah.
Um,
Sorry, was not paying attention to the Discord chat. But yeah, someone needs to exit this game or else we're going to be in trouble.
should I tell them?
Yeah. You can tell something. We have 15 seconds.
Oh,
Okay, there it
okay.
is. There
you
it
go.
is. The dodge does come through. We need those empowered tournament codes, Riot. The ones that give everybody every single champion. Come on. See what we're trying to do here? Trying to do it big. Help us just a little bit.
You ban my misfortune.
Says simple actions.
Dude. Sorry, BB. Heart. Love ya.
You're scared? Good to know. I shall endure.
We're gonna have an IRL watch party here, by the way, today. It's gonna be lit.
Actually, that's a drive right now, right? Forehead. It's too late now. Can't make it, dude. No.
2 hours, dude. You can be here in time for the last game. No
I
cap.
guess.
And then you can listen. You can listen to the play-by-play. You know. See how
Oh,
good
I
I
don't
am at the radio play-by-play. Maybe my career lies in the radio play-by-play as opposed to
Dude, I might as well
the
just
video
join the
play-by-play.
Discord channel and then just like comment on things you say, like, oh man, he missed all. Yeah, man, that guy sounds like AI, dude. I don't know what happened, but.
True. We're also gonna try something tonight. So what I'm gonna do
Uh-huh.
is I'm gonna try quitting the spectate, and hopefully that gets rid of the spectator bug.
Oh.
You know, the one where at the end of the game it just freezes.
Wait, doesn't that let you exit and look at stats or something? Well, why does it matter?
Because then I kind of want to look. Well, Charles said like I should maybe look at the replays instead of waiting for downtime. I don't know.
Oh. I guess you could.
I don't know how I feel about it. Should I try it? I don't know. Okay. All right. Also a couple new follows today. Hello, Free Trader Beowulf. Haven't seen you around, so welcome to the stream.
Alright, what do you think of these conversations?
What do I think about these conversations?
No, compositions.
Oh, compositions. I was like, what conversations? It's turbo engage for double jungle gap.
Okay.
Annie with flash. Obviously, Olaf runs in. Set has a couple of good showstopper targets here. And it's not countered by Janna. So if Janna presses her Monsoon too early, not gonna stop the set from slamming into them. But anyways, gonna be able to slam the Warwick. Gonna be able to slam the Yone, the Rumble. I guess. Yeah. And then just good lockdown in general. But that
Okay.
being said, heavy commit is potentially countered by Rumble. You know,
Yeah.
if that
Plays R.
carpet gets laid down, that napalm going to send double jungle gap back to the jungles of Vietnam.
True.
And they have a good wombo combo as well with the Fate Sealed and the Equalizer.
Yeah.
But technically also a little bit of anti-synergy. If they Monsoon on top of that, I don't think that'll happen ever, but just kind of had to watch out for that. The wild card for me, I think, is going to be the Kaisa, played by Miss Killer. I half jokingly say that this player is just a coin flip. I think the killer instincts this game are probably going to be like a 60-40 of inting versus actually using it correctly and getting good positioning and getting some good kills. So
Okay.
yeah, I hope that Double Jungle Gap are proactive here. If they are proactive with their engage, I don't think Janna actually counters any of this engage. Set can't be blown away. Leona long range engage. Ashe long range engage. Annie flash engage. Once she drops her stun, Janna blowing Annie away doesn't really do much, and Olaf has Ragnarok, CC invulnerability. So there's no disengage options that are going to prevent, I don't think, most of the primary engage options for double jungle gap. But if Strag here can find their own initiation with the Yone, with the Warwick, the counter engage from jungle gap isn't that great either.
So TLDR. Blue side easy to execute. Red side requires fingers. And
I don't even think that that's true. I think both teams have
think
press R
so?
comps. Honestly, both teams have press R comps. It's just that more people can press R to engage on blue side.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Heal and cleanse bottom for red side, it looks like. There's two cleanses in this game and a heal. There's no ignite, no exhaust.
yeah. By the way, Twitch chat, let me know if my stream audio is too loud, if it's griefing, if there's an imbalance. Let me know. Okay. I'm trying my best over here. I had to be the cameraman, the audio guy, the broadcaster. Bit of a skin gap, by the way, as well. We had
Mm-hmm.
two base skins here for Ashe and Set. Big shame. I think Kaisa has a base skin, meanwhile, for Team Strag. But, alright, it doesn't even matter. We're going to load on to the Rift here for Game 1 of the night between Double Jungle Gap on blue side, Team Strag on red side. Both teams making their debuts here in Season 2, looking to start their season off with a win. Let's see who's going to accomplish that. Already massive pings going out here. I think we're going to get a 5-point, looks like, based on the pings coming out here for Team Strag. Meanwhile, though, for Double Jungle Gap, looks to be a 4-1 split. Set gonna walk top, but now 4 people here in this line brush bot lane. If they hug the wall, let's see what they decide to do. Looks to be nothing yet. Okay, so this exit will get spotted out by Janna, I think, although no pings here to communicate as such. And it looks like after a little bit of positioning, it's going to be pretty standard starts here for both junglers. If I were to judge though, I think that this is going to be a win for Olaf, simply because both junglers starting on their bot side here means they're going to be racing towards top crab, and Olaf clears faster than Warwick. So Olaf can 6 camp by 315 and be level 4. Warwick, a pretty slow clear without some items, will mean that he'll be level 3 if he tries to contest this top crab. That being said, if Warwick instead tries to look for an early gank while Olaf is still clearing towards that crab, then maybe it's a different story. Gonna arrange the champions here as well. Forgot to do that. Oopsie daisies. Da, 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 da. Alright, so Mr. Bot Lane player, Mr. Bidao, what do you expect early from this bot lane? Who do you think has the advantage?
Blizzard has priority. If Ashe plays, there's always a threat of engaged by Leona, and Ashe has W to clear the wave early on too.
Alright, 2 face breakers landing here onto Rumble, by the way. This set level 2 to Rumble's level 1 will mean that the Rumble is chunked about half HP already.
So this Leona is playing behind the 80 carry for some reason, and how did?
Oh,
Leona
Ashe
get
actually
XP?
dropped XP.
Yeah, what?
So
they're
Ashe
playing
not
Diff is scared.
digging level 2 before... Okay, the third breaker, face breaker, excuse me, the third breaker. But yeah, this set doing a lot of work in this early game already, finding 3 consecutive face breakers as far as I can tell onto this Rumble. We'll be able to crash this wave, but not really hitting CS that well, I feel like. And Olaf, ooh, interestingly enough, Olaf not going to offer the 6 camp clear. Instead going to go for 5 camps into Crab. Warwick going to walk in through top side to challenge, but it is Olaf versus Warwick in the early game. Crab going to officially get started by Warwick, or by Olaf, excuse me. Warwick is gonna have to bust his ass to get down to this bot lane Crab if he wants it. Otherwise, is very much in danger of getting double crabbed.
Why does Warwick only have 18 CS? You can't get 18, right? You can only get 16 or 20, right?
He must have.
Do you not finish his camp? When this
I'm gonna look.
Raptors?
I can't see the Raptors right now, so it's gonna
Is
be
there a way
hard.
to see?
You
Is there a way to see
can you
everything?
look? Yeah, just toggle the fog of war in the bottom left. There's a.
He only did the big one and left all the small Raptors. So
Okay, so a bit of grief here as Warwick seems to have counter jungled himself. Rastet needs to be careful here. There's a huge minion wave gonna be hitting him here as he tries to get some harass. But okay, so Warwick did bust his ass down to the bot lane in time, able to pick up the crab, will not lose out on that double crab to this Olaf. Olaf though gonna be ahead of him just in terms of reset. So should be even on camps more or less. Meanwhile in the bot lane, Kai'Sa gonna get stunned up by the Leona Q, but Kai'Sa having a good time here actually, up 10 CS already on the Ashe Leona lane. Will be interesting to keep an eye out on that. And look at this ward spread here in the bot river. Ooh, Facebreaker not gonna land there. But look at this ward spread here for Team Strag. As I say that though, Leona gonna flash in, stun up the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa using heal but not flash yet. Oh, sorry, Janna has the heal. Ooh. Now Teleport gonna come down from the Rumble. Rumble has not shopped yet though, only sitting on a Doran shield, but now gonna flash in for this. Leona gonna burn her down. Teleport now coming in from the set as well. We're gonna see who they go for here. Twino gonna lock up the set and the Olaf, and now Flash Facebreaker gonna lock down the Janna here. Gonna be support for so far. Cleanse gonna come out here, but no Facebreaker should mean that this is all the action that's gonna come out here. But both top laners teleporting down here. Rumble gonna pick up first blood on the Leona. Set coming in a little bit later, able to Facebreaker the Janna back in. However, the Olaf being here with reset should mean that this is gonna be the first Clown Dragon of the game taken. Nope, never mind. Olaf going to ward it, and then now I'm going to start on the Raptor camp. So Rumble with first blood, Olaf with the return kill. Interesting to keep an eye out on that. Olaf very, very strong right now with a kill lead. Going to be very, very hard to lock down with the Ragnarok. So gotta keep an eye out on that. Meanwhile, ooh, good dodge here for the Annie against this Yone. Fate Unsealed go. Gonna do a good amount of damage to the Annie. Okay, now, where do we think first gank is gonna go? As Olaf gets 6 soon. TM.
It should be bottom with Ash Arrow. Actually, they won't hit 6.
Okay, it looks like Olaf, they're gonna find the Rumble here. Rumble, I don't think realizes there's an Olaf hitting him, but Rumble being level 6, Olaf being level 5 should mean that, yeah, Olaf just gonna walk away.
So yeah, the only gankable lane is actually bottom with how the waves are shoved in.
Really? You don't think top is gankable?
They can set up a dive, but not right now.
Yeah, not right now. Okay, meanwhile, Olaf showing here in the top side will mean that Clown Dragon gets started by Team Strag. So Team Strag able to pick up the first dragon of the game. Second dragon will be Mountain Drake, which will mean Infernal Soul is on the table for once. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Cleanse gonna get used by the Yone. Tibbers got dropped. I feel like that summoner wasn't necessary. If Yone is like 5-head as fuck, he can actually time the second activation of that Soul Unbound, and when he goes back to his original point, he actually breaks all CC. It's really dumb.
Okay.
Like for example, if you're Mordekaiser and you ever ult Yone while he's out of his like normal body, you are trolling, because then he just hits E and he breaks out of Death Realm. Fun fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, top lane, second to go very aggressive here. A huge Haymaker plus the Showstopper. Going to be able to pick up the Rumble solo kill for the captain, Mr. Zoomerfingers himself. XX Pelvis Pablo XX. I'm going to say that every single time. Ooh, Annie going to flash in very, very aggressively. Going to miss the Yone entirely, though. Okay, so little bit of a grief in the mid lane. Yone, however, still has that Fate Unsealed, so gotta watch out for that. Annie needs to be very, very careful here. Without that flash, if she does not have the Molten Shield, will mean that she is very immobile against the Yone ultimate. Alright. Warwick, by the way, also level 6. Gonna be interesting to see where he uses his ultimate. Again, my money is on mid lane here. Annie, no flash, very vulnerable. Warwick can come in at turbo speed, ult from a screen and a half away, and maybe find Annie in the mid lane. Janna hovering here as well. Annie needs to be careful. Gonna stun up the Yone, but now auto-attacking the Yone for no reason. Will mean that Fate Unsealed does land, but Yone gonna eat 2 tower shots. But a good roam by the Janna. The Monsoon plus the Summoner heal going to save her mid laner. Meanwhile, in the top side here, Warwick gonna go aggressive onto this Olaf. Olaf gonna turn up for the 1v2. Warwick gonna flash away, but the Herald ends up knocking him down. Meanwhile, Olaf, holy shit, this Olaf is insane. Pick up 2 kills so far, maybe looking for 3. Oh, not enough. And the Enchanted Crystal Arrow barely not able to find the Janna. The Showstopper not available for the set after solo killing the Rumble will mean that ends up being a 2-for-2 when all is said and done. But Olaf, that was a huge Olaf play, not gonna lie. Almost a 1v3 scenario. That Warwick ulti barely not landing. Not that it would have mattered because he would just Ragnaroked out of it, but the damage didn't come through. Olaf able to turn that around and pick up both the Warwick and the Rumble before going down to the Yone. Yone also picking up a kill in the mid lane.
Rumble.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, ult right away.
Yeah, he didn't ult very early, and Olaf had a very restricted area of movement. Also, just a reminder, in the mid lane, Annie did go down to the Yone with the Fate Unsealed. Janna coming in clutch there as well with the Monsoon and the Summoner heal to make sure that Yone did not go down to that tower shot. Okay. Enchanted Crystal Arrow did get used, by the way, in the bot lane. But even with that being said, there is an Olaf hovering around here. We're gonna see Leona does have that ultimate, gonna be able to land flush onto the Kaisa, but the cleanse does get used. A flash from the Leona meant that that's gonna be a good trade here for Team Strag. And now Warwick is down. You're gonna find the Olaf. Olaf barely comes up with a Ragnarok in time, gonna run away from this 3v3 scenario as that Solar Flare is not available for Leona. Alright, now Rumble gonna walk down with the Equalizer. Gonna have a Fade on Seal on top of the Annie as well. There's gonna be a kill onto the Annie here. Timber is gonna be used in futility after Rumble gets a good push in top lane, able to roam down mid and pick up this Annie. Now though, Warwick a little too big for his britches. Cannot 1v1 this Olaf, excuse me. But there is a Janna in tow. So, gonna be a good pick onto the Annie. No cooldowns available for double jungle gap. Will give Team Strag here priority onto Herald, I think. Set needs to be careful here. Could find himself in a 1v3. Meanwhile, though, Young gonna go aggressive onto Olaf. Now Olaf gonna get jumped on by the Suppress, but it's gonna be a flash showstopper. This should be a double kill for the Olaf. Where's the Gore Drinker activation? Oh, never mind. Alright, so Young gonna be able to pick up the Olaf here. Set gonna try to find the Young. 2 more autos, 1 more auto, but now Rumble is here, but so is Annie. Stun not gonna land just yet. Let's see how long it takes for Flash Janna going to make sure that doesn't come through. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Solar Flare comboed with Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Kaisa going to flash to her death. Good usage of the R buttons there in the bot lane after Janna roams mid to ensure that the Yone did not die. Okay, I was going to double check. I was going to see if the Yone died. So the Yone did not die because of that Janna roam. Ended up being a trade of junglers. Warwick for Olaf. But in the bot lane, Janna not there to protect her ADC. Good Enchanted Crystal Arrow followed by the Solar Flare. Going to be able to lock down Kaisa. And Kaisa, very importantly, does not have Flash or Cleanse here in about the next minute and a half. Let's see if Double Jungle Gap able to take advantage of that. Dragon, curiously, not started up here just yet for Double Jungle Gap, but they do have first move here onto the objective. Alright, Rumble using Teleport to get down here, has the Equalizer available, Fate and Shield available as well, so is the Killer Instinct for Kaisa. Warwick ulti not available just yet, actually going to mean that Team Strag is going to be, Teleport by Set, going to be very far away actually, and this Olaf going to go in very, very aggressive onto the Yone. Going to go very, very low. Killer Instinct going to be able to lock down the Olaf, but not for Olaf. Shuts down the Yone. Solar Flare going to just slow the Janna. Let's see if there's going to be any more follow-up. Tornado should be available very, very soon. But Olaf able to pick up the Yone. Set teleported to mid lane tower instead of the dot lane brush here in the bot river. Meant that he was nowhere close to the fight. This Set is very, very fed, by the way. Unfortunately, not really sure what he's trying to build. I mean, I know what he's trying to build, but dipped for a Vamp Scepter. So does not have that Stride Breaker available just yet. Will mean that he's not as strong as he possibly could be. Does Riftmaker build out of Hextech Harvester or Alternator? No. Okay, right. So Rumble not gonna go for the Riftmaker this game. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the Hextech Rocket Belt then for Rumble. The only other option is Night Harvester.
Your mic's booming. It's like kind of staticky for some reason.
Sorry. Is it better now? Okay, hold on. Showstopper going to be used on Rumble here, as there is a Annie and an Olaf here as well. Good flash though by the Rumble, able to dodge the axe, and Annie just a little bit too late. Not able to land the stun will mean that Rumble is able to get out of a 3v1 scenario, but does not have flash. By the way, Cleanse available for Kaisa, but okay, Janna going to eat the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but there is no follow-up here. Ash got to be careful now. There is a Janna here, or there is a Leona here though, and the Soul Flare going to land onto the Janna. Ignite going to go down onto the Janna as well. Kaisa going to use the Killer Instinct to get onto the Ashe, and Ashe going to go down to the Kaisa. Now Leona trying to find the Janna here. Janna running for her life, going to eat the Zenith Blade. Let's see if Leona has enough damage here. I do think the W is on cooldown. Will mean Kaisa is able to pick a double kill in the bot lane, so that 40% Killer Instinct going to come through here. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Annie going to eat a double ult from the Warwick, and the Young going to go down there as well. So 3 pickups here for Team Strag. Going to bring this game into the mid game, really. Yeah, big losses here across the map here for Double Jungle Gap.
Yeah, Ash stopped autoing for some reason. He didn't want to auto anymore. Just ran away.
Yeah, definitely needed to commit there harder to the kill, to the fight. But the summonerless Kaisa doing a ton of work. Although did use cleanse again. Sorry, let me take that back. The flashless Kaisa did a ton of work. I feel like for Double Jungle Gap, only bright spots here are their two jungle players, the Set and the Olaf. But neither getting involved in that fight meant that they generally lost there. And more importantly, Double Jungle Gap down double dragons. It means that they're really going to have to start contesting the Infernal Dragons here. Could potentially be a 4 Infernal Dragon soul for them though, if they do start playing to their team's namesake. Couple things to keep an eye out on here, by the way. I do not believe that either top laner will have teleport available by the time Dragon spawns. Dragon's 6-minute timer, both of these teleport cooldowns about 3/8 of the way from being up. Teleport with a 6-minute timer means that a quarter will be a minute and a half, so not there yet. So let's see how they decide to position. Set gonna walk down pretty early. Rumble going to be the later top laner to walk down. Both those should rotate in time, I believe. Set gonna pick up some gold here with the control ward kill and the crab kill. Let's see if they decide to go aggressive before the dragon spawns here. Annie doesn't have flash yet. Will have it in time for dragon. So should Ashe. Let's see if the Tibbers gets used to good effect here. Thus far, Annie hasn't really been allowed to play the game. Instead has just been ganked on repeat by Warwick, Rumble, and Yone. But all it takes is one flash Tibbers to turn a game around. By the way, also unsighted on this in this bush here, but ooh, Kaisa gonna walk in, gonna eat that Tibbers, does not have the cleanse available. Solar Flare though going to not land, and there is Ignite, but the Enchanted Crystal Arrow gonna be able to lock that one down. Meanwhile, Showstopper gonna be used on the Warwick, now Warwick gonna be healing a ton. Ooh, the Infernal map will mean that Set gets blasted over by the Blast Cone. Blast Cone Gaming here, Set trying as hard as he can to get the fuck out. Gonna be able to do just enough now. Janna gonna flash in to die. What the fuck was that, Kevin? Okay, so Janna going to flash in to die. There is a Raging Berserker going to dissuade any more aggression here from Team Strag. And a huge win for Double Jungle Gap in the jungle here. And that was a snipe technically. The easiest of snipes, but technically a snipe from the Ashe after flashing away from the Tibbers. The Kaisa did go down there to start that fight. That was a really funny interaction there. A lot of Blast Cone Gaming. Set got blasted over, tried to blast himself back. Janna tried to blast everyone back, and then I don't think she realized that she didn't have Monsoon anymore, so literally just flashed in to get her face broken and die. Bit unfortunate there. But huge win here for Double Jungle Gap means that once Annie resets, everyone will be on a Mythic finally.
Yeah, Kaisa and Janna also don't have flashes now too, which is pretty big for the next fight.
By the way, Annie still has flash. Did not need to use flash because of that superior vision control. Just sitting in that brush and then waiting for Kaisa to walk through.
Night Harvester, let's go.
Okay, so Night Harvester actually ends up being the mythic of choice here. Yeah, like you said, for Rumble. Very front-loaded burst then gonna be the choice here. I'm guessing this is more predicated on just landing a good equalizer on as many people as possible compared to the Rocket Belt, which allows you to get on top of people with the Flame Spitter.
Yeah, it's an interesting build. We'll see if it actually
okay,
works
hold
out.
on. The Void Seeker gonna land onto the Kaisa.
Wait.
What the fuck? Okay, so that was two ultimates used. That equalizer again just scorching the earth. but nothing else. And then the Killer Instinct here gonna be. Ooh, but there's the interaction I talked about. So the Soul Unbound able to break the CC from the Enchanted Crystal. Meanwhile, though, Set gonna be 1v4 here, gonna go in way too early, does not have the showstopper, gonna be locked down, shut down. And then now the Fate on Seal gonna land onto 2, including the Ash. Ash gonna try to flash to safety. Let's see if the unsealed damage is enough. Gonna be enough. Olaf all of a sudden in a 1v5 scenario, gonna go down very, very soon here. There is no backup, and that was quite unfortunate. Oh no! And after getting a huge win at Dragon, Double Jungle Gap going to int themselves, which will translate to a Baron attempt here for Team Strag. I think a little bit of impatience here for Double Jungle Gap. Blowing 2 crucial cooldowns in the Equalizer and the Killer Instinct meant that they just had to fight a fight on their own terms, but not everyone was on the same page there. Meant that the set just died for free. The Olaf wasn't in position, the Leona wasn't in position, the Ash Arrow got used on the one person that can't get CC'd in the Yone, and now all of a sudden the game very much in Team Strag's hands as they pick up a 21-minute Baron. Oof.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
If your team Double Jungle Gap, you have an Annie with Flash, you know that Kaisa and Janna don't have Flash, so why are you engaging without the Annie? Seems pretty straightforward, no?
Yeah, it seems to be straightforward. I don't know, maybe they forgot the flashes, like, you know, they had flashes or something. I have no idea.
Yeah. Alright, as it stands though, now going to be a bit of a name-ram situation here. Well, we're going to go for a potential gank. Olaf not around, neither is Ash. Gotta be careful here. Warwick can communicate that he sees 3 blood trails in that bush. But looks like Team Strag here are going to straggle around as 5. Gonna pick up this crab, although this is kind of a grief, if I'm being honest with you. You have full control over the river. This is a crab that can impact a dragon fight, so they should delay this take as long as possible. Gonna walk together as 5 here into the bottom river, and Annie gonna get caught out here. Annie should be well aware of this. Gonna flash away from the Equalizer, so that Annie flash, after being up for probably 3 to 4 minutes, just gets used to evade an Equalizer. But no Equalizer available. Solar Flare not going to land, but Rumble is slowed here. Does not have a Zonias of any sort. Cleanse going to be used by the Yone. Now Yone going to get Face Breaker in. The Fate on Seal going to land onto 1 or 2. But now this Yone is going to go down, going to get shut down. Meanwhile, in the background here, Olaf going to go very, very deep. Going to almost kill the Kaisa. But now Warwick going to have to flash to safety as well. Huge showstopper able to slow down the Warwick. Going to lock down the Rumble as well. Just a couple of autos away. But now Leona going to be slowed by the Electro Harpoon. Will mean the tower is able to take down that. But 3 low HP members here for Team Strag will mean that Double Jungle Gap end up winning this fight. Let's see if the Dragon Timer and the kill speed is enough for them to kill the Infernal Dragon here before Team Strag can get back on map. Dragon is going to be the call here. Annie going to be looking for a rotation here. Let's see if it comes to pass. Tibbers is available. Kaisa though, ooh. Kaisa actually has brains. I didn't think Nock had the map awareness to check using the Void Seeker, but able to find Annie in the bush, trying to catch that rotation. Will mean that Kaisa lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
I know it sounds elementary, but I'm pretty impressed that Nock actually had the presence of mind. Although maybe that was just Kevin telling his ADC what to do. I'm really curious if that's going to be the to find out if Nock actually. Nock's a great player. Nock's a great player. What am I saying?
Well,
yeah, true. Annie did camp there 3 times in a row. Maybe Nock for the Nock 3rd time is the charm. You're right, Rohit. Also, why did Yone jump in alone? I think there's just mixed signals there. And again, that Equalizer wasn't available. I think if there was an Equalizer with the Fate Unsealed, it would have been pretty disgusting. But haven't really seen a huge Wombo combo coming out here for Team Strag. The Fate Unsealed on top of the Equalizer. Yone, though, still doing well. Level 14, highest level in the game. pretty farmed, sitting on the Immortal Shield Bow, now an Infinity Edge, so going to be doing a ton of damage if he doesn't get locked up. Set here going to be super overextended, going to try to flash the safety. Blast Cone here should be able to get him over the wall, so yeah, but it will be followed up here by the Warwick. Calvin going to be caught out here. Going to Killer Instinct going to be used as well. Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to split the Diff. Now Olaf going to try to go in 1v2. Very, very confident against this. Kaisa going to be able to lock that one. And Solar Flare now going to lock down the Warwick as well. Should be a dead Warwick here. Annie though going to try to live against the Flame Spitter of the Rumble here. Let's see if there's a Sonya's available. Sonya is going to make Rumble go in stasis. But now Annie very, very safe. Going to go down here. Yon in the back trying to find the Annie. Flash third Q here. Going to lock down the Annie. But this will mean a dead Yon as well. Olaf going to pick up a quadra kill. Only Janna left alive. This E-girl left to wonder where her E-boys went. Huge fight here for double jungle gap. Going to equalize the kill count. Going to mean that after they pick up this mid turret, should equalize the gold count as well.
Damn, that was the great speed up the century, Calvin.
Yeah, so that fight was started off by the set going 1v5 deep in enemy territory. Blast Cone Gaming over the wall, able to lure, like I said, dude, that Killer Instinct 60-40, he ints 40% of the time he actually uses it properly. That was the 60. He commits super hard for the set. Got to get locked down by the Solar Flare. The Olaf going hard in the paint, able to lock down the Kaisa there. Kaisa flashless for about another 90 seconds here as well. Although it should have it available for Dragon.
I think Ash is losing to Boris. He's feeling Rage Blade.
So on hit Ash, you don't think this is it?
You build IE on Ash always.
Yeah. I generally agree with that. Set now going to eat another 4-man gank here. Let's see if Team Strag able to learn from the previous example. The Haymaker does come out, but still too much damage. By the way, Set somehow at 28 minutes, still on 1.5 items, still had not been able to complete that Blade of the Ruined King. But let's see. Okay, the Solar Flow not going to stun anybody, but now Rumble going to get jumped on. Olaf going to be very, very deep here with the Gorgica. Going to try to live as long as possible, but going to get shut down here by the Kaisa. Ash is here as well, but the Fate and Seal going to be able to lock her down. Should 4v2 right now. And also, now 4v1. Annie is the only survivor here for Double Jungle Gap. Not for long, though. Okay, gonna flash to safety. Let's see if Yon is able to find it with the increased move speed from the Soul Unbound. Looks like that will not be the case, but a huge 4-for-1 in favor of Team Strag will give them this bottom inhibitor. Set without the use of the Blast Cone, seemingly not able to play the game. Finally picks up the Blade of the Ruined King. I think Calvin needs to work on fucking hitting his CS, man, because...
I mean, Rumble doesn't have an item either, though.
Yeah, but like, Set has 2 solo kills, right?
Yeah,
Set's been winning top lane, and he's only up 41 CS. Also, a lot more losing to Shopkeeper here, by the way. So, Olaf seems to think that he is only taking AD damage. Has the plated steel caps, has a death stance against Rumble, Yon, who does about 40% magic damage and about 10% true damage. Alright, going to be a trade of objectives here, actually, real quick. Baron going to be taken here by Team Strag. Going to be traded for by the 3rd Infernal Dragon for Team Double Jungle Gap. Actually, this Baron is going down relatively slowly. There could be a fight here. Annie going to get jumped on, though, by the Yon. Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to almost take down the Baron, but does get smited away. Let's see what the call is here for... Kaisa stuck in the pit, going to be forced to flash over. Solar Flare not going to find Kaisa in time, but Baron traded for Soul Point Dragon. So 3 Infernal Dragons now available in the pocket of Double Jungle Gap. Going to mean that they do a ton of damage. I feel like for them, the name of the game here is going to be trying to find a pick, but otherwise just stalling out this Baron. They're very much, like, relatively even, I would say, with Team Strag. Yeah, the Infernal Dragon going to be a lot of invisible gold, even though they're worth of stats, right? A lot of free gold worth of stats. They are technically down about 5,000 gold, about 5,500. But
it's like
Infernal Dragon, is
It's on everything, right?
yeah, it's 12% AD and AP. So I mean, especially as you build more and more AD and AP, it's only going to magnify the gold value. So yeah, they're pretty much equal. Other thing to keep an eye out on here, Annie does not have flash, so no flash Tibbers yet. Set has flash, also has teleport. But anyways, going back to shitting on this Olaf build, as Olaf actually going to be able to find Rumble in the top lane. Olaf, Rumble very isolated, does have the Zonya's Hourglass. Equalizer going to come out here, but yeah, there's going to be a solo kill in the top lane here for the Olaf. Now Ashe should feel empowered to use Enchanted Crystal Arrow here as soon as Olaf walks down. But looks like that will not be the case. Looks like it'll just be a case of Olaf finding a good pick onto the Rumble. Rumble intelligently not electing to use the Zonya's Hourglass, as it would have just delayed the inevitable. Now though, Warwick gonna walk in, gonna get showstoppered into the team, but now that's gonna enable a 4-man fear for the Warwick. But now Warwick gonna go very, very low, gonna be a lockdown here by the Set. Now Janna gonna be isolated as well. Oh, don't chase the Janna. Set. Who flashed in? That was Ashe flashing in.
Ashe flash, yeah.
So Ashe flash for Janna flash. I know which one I would rather have if I am playing the game, and I'd rather have Ashe flash. Janna flash doesn't mean shit. Bit of a grief there. Will mean that Ashe will not have flash for a potential soul point fight. But doesn't matter. Anyways, so a couple of things to keep an eye out on here. Set still has flash, still has teleport. Okay, Rumble has teleport as well. Yone does not have flash, so cannot hit a juicy flash ultimate. And Kaisa nor Janna have flash.
Will it be up by the time Dragon spawns?
Yeah, Kaisa.
No, right?
No, Kaisa. Yeah, it's about 2/5, right? 2/5 would
Okay.
be 2 minutes. So Dragon is in about 2 minutes. So
Okay.
Kaisa will have flash. Janna will not. Neither will Yone. Yone not having flash is a big one. Annie will have flash for Dragon. Yone gonna go over the wall here, but yeah, gonna go back to his body. Kaisa needs to be careful. I'm really interested to see whether which side the coin lands for this Killer Instinct. Alright, is it going to be the int Killer Instinct, or is it going to be the actual Killer Instinct? Ooh, alright, or we're going to walk into the bush again, a huge solar front, going to be able to lock down the Kaisa. Kaisa going to be very, very low, one more auto from the Olaf, one more wreck this week, will be able to do it. Kaisa going to go down, Yo going to go down, Rumble very, very low, will be able to go into stasis, but shouldn't mean shit. Olaf on a pentakill. Let's see if it's... Oh, they're going to give him the Quadra. 2 Quadras in the game here for Olaf. A boosted Rando, looking very boosted in a positive sense here for Double Jungle Gap. But also for Double Jungle Gap, they need to pay attention. There are super minions in their base. And you're going to go back for that one. And... bit of deja vu. Warwick just walking in to Fog of War. Going to get face breakered to start that fight off. Olaf going very deep with the Ragnarok, able to solo out the Kaisa after a good solar flare lands. And so we said that flash will be available for Dragon, so Double Jungle Gap just says, hey, let's fight before Dragon. This will be Infernal Soul for Double Jungle Gap, barring some insane 3000 range smite coming in from the Prey Seeker. If you're Team Strag here, you cannot overcommit. Infernal Dragon already locked up, and he could have had a flash angle there. Rumble does not have Zonyas, needs to be very, very respectful, but looks like for Double Jungle Gap, the smart play should be to just wait for Baron. I'm guessing that with 4 Infernal Dragons, you have approximately like 10 to 12,000 gold worth of free stats, which means this equal gold is actually very, very deceptive. We already talked about it earlier, but yeah, that's so many free stats here for Double Jungle Gap. 4 Infernal Dragons is actually crazy.
Yeah, they will never win a 5v5 now. They have to find like a pick for red side.
Yeah, and if you look at the items here, no tanks. Warwick has... Okay, Leona gonna jump onto the Warwick, and oh, there's gonna be a Flash Annie, but only gonna find a Warwick. Now gonna be a huge 3-man equalizer, but now the Enchanted Crystal gonna land onto the Rumble. Rumble does go golden here just in time. Showstopper gonna go onto the Yon. Yon gonna try to find a nothing. Never mind. Yon is just gonna get, yeah, Yon's just dead. All right. That's game. That's game for Double Jungle Gap. So in the end, gonna be a 2-dragon lead. Gonna translate into a win here for Double Jungle Gap. Turns out they are the superior junglers, able to win out in the objective game in the end. And gonna bear down on the nexus of Team Strag. A banger of a game to open the night. Janna going to do nothing. Okay, so that will be game. And Double Jungle Gap wins their season debut. The season debut for Team Strag going to end in defeat. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Banger. What a banger.
Oh, there was a bet going on in chat. Looks like Del2 betting with everyone. Or betting with Rohit. $2 or something.
$2. Did she pay you $1 for yesterday's game, or did you pay her $1 for yesterday's
No,
game?
I owe her $1 still.
Keep the tab open as the season goes on, I would say.
Okay.
A lot more bets to come. I need to figure out how to do bets in Twitch chat as well. I'm pretty sure I have that power, but have not looked into it. I really should. Okay. We're going to look at that final team fight one more time. Just because. And then we're going to get the captains in here for the final breakdown of that game. Alright, so Leon is just going to walk in on the Warwick. I was about to say Warwick is level 14. A Titanic, Hydra, and a Sunfire does not mean anything in terms of tanky stats at the beginning, at this stage in the game, especially against Quadra Infernal Dragon. Yeah, Kai'Sa just going to run away. No damage here for Team Strag whatsoever. Okay. That will be it. Alright, I'm going to hit the post-game lobby. Let's look at some of these stats. And let's also take a look or hear from the captains. Okay, so Calvin and Kevin. Calvin and Kevin, welcome back.
Hi.
Hopefully that game was as much fun for you guys to play as it was for us to watch. An absolute banger for both of your teams' season debuts. My first question here, gonna go over to XX Pelvis Pablo XX. Is it fair to call that a jungle gap? That game?
Yes, by far the biggest jungle gap I've ever seen. Nick performed on the grand stage right here, okay? I could not ask for more from my jungler.
Very well said. Would you call it a double jungle gap, though?
No, I kind of ended.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you alternated between killing people and then kind of inting. So, all in all, though.
Kevin did a really good job in catching me out.
Yeah, that was a really funny. One time where you got caught out 1v5 in topside, though, ended up being a positive for your team. Kai'Sa kind of inted over the wall and then got destroyed by Olaf.
We were hoping for that. We were hoping for the knock int. He did it for us. MVP.
Wow. Okay. So knock, got to work on that in button, buddy. All right. Meanwhile, for Kevin here, unfortunately for Team Strag, this does mean that you guys come up empty in your season debuts, but still a lot of positives to take away. Definitely were competitive through the entire game. How's the team mentality after that first loss?
You gotta take your losses humbly and gracefully. So we're really, really blessed to have went up against Calvin's team first. Congratulations. And we're just going to be better and stronger because of this. So more to see from Team Strag.
Sounds good, ladies and gentlemen. And we will see Team Strag a second time tonight after the next game. We will see them play in the last game of the night against, I should know this, but I don't, against Pokey Card, whom we saw yesterday. Okay? So stay tuned. If you liked what you saw from Team Strag, make sure that you root for them in the later game tonight. All right, well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to say goodbye to Calvin and Kevin, and we are going to get ready for Game 2 of the night between Don't Worry We Scale and Support Diff. So we're going to check in
Good
with
luck, Kevin, to your next game. All right.
Thank you. Rakakakao! Bye.
Bye.
All right, so yeah, that's Kevin. But anyways, gonna talk to both Support Diff and Don't Worry We Scale. Gonna check in, gonna get the lobby set up, and then we will get that game started very soon. Sit tight, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing? You guys ready?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. Do you guys have the lobby set up by chance?
I will get it set up now.
Okay. Appreciate it. All right.
Then I can
Hey
ult you.
guys.
My ult is like 1.3k, so
Holy shit.
just any squishy fuck.
Yep, on my way.
Are you guys in game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are playing. You guys are on. No?
Yeah, we
Oh.
know.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
alright.
We're almost done.
Oh my god. Team Support Diff in game as they are supposed to be in game. Might have to
Oh.
penalize them with a
Oh.
ban or something. This is
Good catch, good catch, good catch.
We
okay.
could just.
Let's just
Just end,
let's
just
go.
end, just end.
Yeah,
Just end.
just do it.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh
no,
god.
oh no, our star player got caught.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Mm.
Pew, pew,
No,
pew.
it's great.
Front to back, front to back,
Pew,
front
pew,
to
pew,
back.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
dead.
Alright, well, some good
Okay,
comms
it's okay,
here
it's okay.
for Support Diff. Can you guys just let me know when you guys are done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're almost done.
Sir.
Here, I'm gonna
Alright.
heal us real quick.
Good luck.
I
out.
vote in 20.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, Team Support Diff going down to the wire here with their preparation. Gonna warm up their fingers. Make sure those fingers are nice and nimble before game 2. That's fucking wild. That they would start a game knowing that they have a game to play in about 40 minutes. I don't know what to say. Hopefully they are able to conclusively carry the game out in due time.
Yeah.
All right. While we wait for Support Diff to stop trolling, I'm gonna get some water.
We are ready.
Roger's getting water.
Oh.
Yep.
Alright.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back.
Someone said they were ready. I'm not on my computer settings
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. No,
rejoin.
it's good. It's good. It's team support diff that is ready
Okay.
now. So we're gonna get them in here. Gonna get them ready to go. Okay, and ooh, we're gonna get a tri-cast this game. I think my boy Chungus coming in clutch. Look at that, Diamond 1. Probably that's TFT for sure. And are you still on? Oh wait, hold on. Are you still on Rogerino fan? Yes, you are.
I am.
Omega lol. I mean, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. He's just a fan. What can I say?
True.
Why are they not joining? So we're missing Ine. Ine, join my friend. And who else are we missing from? Hey, hop down, P.
Oh yeah, my bad.
And we're still missing. Who the fuck are we missing? There we go. Alright, everyone's in here. Where is... Oh, my boy Chungus. Hello, Selena. Hello, Jesse.
Hello.
Alright, so we have both captains here for game 2 of the night. On the left, for blue team, it will be Don't Worry, We Scale. Well, they are scaling, but we might be worried because this is their third game of Season 2, winless thus far. But, Jesse, tell us how you are going to turn it around here in game 3.
Listen here, Roger. Just like Kale, you gotta hit level 6, so we gotta wait until game 6. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure Kale needs level 11, so if you're telling me that you're going to plan to go for an 0 and 10 start, I don't think that's the plan, guy.
Listen, it's called sandbagging, but it's okay. We got this.
Okay. Alright, so Don't Worry, We Scale, epitomizing Kale. That's fun to say. Let's hope that they come online at some point, because thus far they have not been it. Meanwhile, for support diff, we saw them in the season opener, able to take a win against Hapuma Matata. So, Selena, as captain of your team, what do you think you guys are going to do to repeat that result here in the second game?
Good question, Roger. Good question. I mean, I think our team has been working on just trying out different comps, exercising, communication, I think is a really important thing, so that we're all on the same page. Like when we first started, we had some decent communication, but as we got to become more comfortable with each other and just like start shout, like, what's the term? Shot calling a bit more. Things have been going pretty well, and we hope to. Think we just keep up that mentality, play for fun, do our best, communicate, play as a team. I think we should be okay.
Sounds good. All right. So with that, I'll let both captains go back to their team chats, and then when you guys are ready, just hit that start button.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
All
Good
right.
luck.
Good luck. Bye.
Good luck.
All right. So as we get ready for game 2, just a reminder for the viewers, Don't Worry, We Scale kind of got hard flamed yesterday. Deservedly so, in my opinion, because they pressed R, but they pressed R really poorly. Like, exceptionally poorly. Like, Miss Malphite ult 3 times in a row, kind of poorly.
Oh, was it the team that went up against Gordon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I saw that in draft. They had easier execution, but I think the other team had just better comp. But
Yeah.
yeah, I saw the Malphite ult, so I was like, oh no.
Yeah. So I really hope that history does not repeat itself today, because you just don't want to see that, you know? You want to see a good game. You want to see both teams play well, and then one team ekes out a hard-fought victory. You don't want to see what we saw yesterday. That's all I got to say to that.
Well,
Meanwhile,
hopefully he has been practicing the practice tool.
press R, option number 1, gonna be taken away here. Seraphine gonna be banned away by a Viego ban. Okay, so Viego is in the game now. Pretty sure he's pretty shit, but gonna be banned away for Don't Worry We Scale.
Yeah, I would want the enemy team playing Viego. Free win.
Doesn't seem particularly good, but I'm guessing they saw it in somebody's match history. Could be a bit of mind games here. Let's put a bunch of Viegos in our match history, even though we don't actually plan on playing it. I don't think the champion's that good, but I think it's the potential to be good. And I think you had to draft around him a little bit. But we're not going to talk about
jungle?
that because it's not in the game. Yeah. Because he scales, right? So, anyways, hold on. All right, we're not going to get to that just yet. We're going to talk real quick. The Wukong ban did get banned, is kind of a reaction, I think, to Game 1 for support div. Bao literally telling the audience that they should ban his Wukong. So, don't worry, we see how we're going to take that to heart. Malzahar going to be banned here as well. Ooh, okay. So Hecarim going to be first pick here for Don't Worry We Scale. Hecarim, a great jungler in the meta right now. I feel like does everything well. Clears fast, ganks well pre-6, ganks really well post-6. Is pretty tanky once he gets a couple of items. I don't understand why every jungler doesn't play this champion if they're given the option. Just a great champion overall. Free low as fuck. Okay. Nautilus here going to be the pick for support diff. I wonder if we're going to see that Swain again that we saw in game 1. I don't think that you can pick Swain right now, because then you just pick an anti-Swain comp if you Don't Worry We Scale. But it is an option, and I do want to see it.
Samira's open here with Nautilus, really good synergy bot lane. I don't know if ADC plays that.
Alright, we're also going to get the second Jarvan game here for Ine, aka Mo. After playing Jarvan in game 1, just a reminder, he was the Jarvan that invaded the Zac at level 3. 3 camp into invade. Pretty interesting for the Jarvan. Alright, Kai'Sa here going to be the pick now for Hayo FTW, picking for himself as the ADC player of Don't Worry We Scale. Let's see what the third pick here is going to be for them. I imagine that this would be a support pick. Oh. This is really going to be the Rel pick? Okay. Alright. So, like, what the fuck does Rel do well?
She's mostly like an anti-tank counter.
Anti-engage?
Yeah, she's anti-engage. You use your W after they use hard CC.
And W's the stun, right?
W's her like knock up.
Is it the dismount?
Her jump thing. Yeah, she dismounts.
Okay, so with the bot lane picked here for Don't Worry We Scale, we are going to see that Swain locked in. My money is on this Swain going in the bot lane, going to be a Swain Nautilus bot lane. I really hope that Don't Worry We Scale did their homework and recognized that this Swain is probably going to be played in the bot lane after we already saw it in game 1 for support diff. In that game, it was Swain Leona. Also, by the way, I may or may not have given them this suggestion about 3 hours before tonight's games. So, good shit. You know.
Is the AD player a Swinmin? Or I'm curious why they didn't go Samira here.
Maybe they don't play Samira, but
Okay.
I know for sure that he plays Swain. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
They have,
But
they
it
have
looks
the
like
Jarvan.
they did do
Jarvan
their
Nautilus.
homework because they just banned Jin on Don't Worry We Scale side. So I think they think this Swain is going elsewhere. But that's a bit of a grief. I guess technically Swain can be flexed, so they're taking away some of the flex options. Another thing to keep an eye out on as well, I may or may not have heard rumors from my sources that we might see a role swap here for support diff. We might see Bao in the mid lane and Sawina in the top lane. So another thing to keep an eye out on as well. Alright. Hopefully for Don't Worry We Scale, they have my stream muted because that would be cheating. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a
You
bit
got
of a
baited,
draft
so.
kingdom, I think, because Don't Worry We Scale just wasted 2 bans on a role that has already been secured here for support diff. Alright, so I think we are going to get that role swap because Alawi just got locked in. Alawi is a preferred champion of Selena, but it is a blind Alawi technically. So we're going to see how Mark Jess reacts because I don't know what he plays that would do well into Alawi. Can you think of what's in Jesse's pool that like wins against Alawi?
What does he play? Gangplank?
Malphite or
Quinn?
no. Just basically everything like tanky and weak side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So no.
he's a pretty weak side player. He's the type of guy to put him. Ooh.
Just kill.
Ooh. Okay. So we are gonna see a Kale here. This will be the second time that we've seen Kale here for Mark Jess. He played it against Chili's Angels in the season opener. He actually ended up winning his lane. Oh god.
It's
the
the
siphoner comp for support diff. Alawi, Vlad, Swain is turbo healing for these team fights. With the Cataclysm on top to lock down people, oh wait, what happened?
Is it placeholders?
Do we get Lux is a placeholder for a Nivea. Got it. Okay, so I didn't see this earlier. So sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The Lux is the placeholder for a Nivea. So we're gonna get Bao back in the game real quick, and then we are going to remake the pick and bans here. All right. Bao, where are you? Come back. Oh, I think he like literally logged all the way off, as opposed to just quit. So we're gonna be relogging. Give me time to to change the overlay though.
Yo,
so
we meant to do that placeholder pick thing. We just didn't get it communicated to them in time because I pinged it in the chat, and then I guess they weren't able to see it fast enough, and they got their last pick in.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to go talk to them. They actually prefer if we redo the draft.
Entirely, or just from that point?
I mean, they were saying from that point, but
okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll basically take our pick and then they'll redo their last pick.
Okay, got it.
All right.
All right, so a bit of miscommunication there. We'll clear that up for the future. So again, just to refresh for the viewers, there was a Lux and a. Wait, what was the other pick? Their top lane pick?
Top lane was
Kale. Yeah. So it was a Lux and a Kale as the last picks there for Don't Worry We Scale in their round 3 picks. But that Lux is supposed to be an Anivia. in the hands of Peach Rose. So chicken is on the menu here. Let's see if it's going to be ice or fried. Alright, let's hope that this goes fast. I really hope Don't Worry We Scale, with this additional time to look at the comp that they're going up against, really plan a couple things. Number one, they need early healing reduction or else they're fucked. And number two, they really need to analyze whether they want to be team fighting early or if they should just sack everything for the first like 15 minutes of the game. Because they don't have a press R comp, and they have scaling in pretty much every lane. Kale, Kaisa, and Nivea all need levels and items. It's gonna be interesting.
A little bit too much scaling, in my opinion. They definitely need like a winning lane, but they don't. I don't think they have a winning lane.
Yeah. Who's the support? Rel, right? So Kaisa, Rel.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a losing lane because Kaisa's really short range, gonna be very susceptible to the never move, yoink, Nautilus snare, Nautilus hook, yoink combo. Rel obviously melee range, not gonna do much to dissuade that. And yeah, Hecarim is just gonna, I don't know, man. We've already seen that support diff likes to send their Jarvan in with lane priority for invades. So if Hecarim gets found out here, like Hecarim, he can 6 camp, but if he gets interrupted when he's on, usually when he's on blue or if he's on red, he's actually pretty susceptible to dying. Especially if his W, that Spirit of Dread, gets used. He's really squishy. So I'm really worried here for Don't Worry Rescale. Sorry, go ahead, Chungus.
How's Anivia early into Vlad? I don't really play Anivia, I was just curious. Do you guys know? It seems like Anivia's lane, we're definitely push after 6, but I don't know pre-6.
So, my analysis, I don't play mid lane either. I know that Anivia's Q is like turbo buffed now, to the point where it goes really fast. They buffed the missile speed, and so it's really hard to dodge. So we're gonna see how many of those Flash Frosts end up coming through. But if Anivia is able to harass Vlad enough, Vlad can't push because Vlad needs HP to push, obviously, with his Tides of Blood, his E, the AoE. So if Anivia is able to force Vlad to either eat some harass or use his pool to avoid the harass, then I can see Anivia having a good time.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I feel like blue side doesn't have Anivia wins lane early, yeah. He has push mid and also bot. Swain's very low range, and Nautilus, if he looks to go in, Rel is really good at kind of deterring that, and with the counter engage. And Kaisa early is actually, if he can dodge the never move in that CC combo, Kaisa's actually really strong early.
Yeah. If Kaisa is able to, I mean, assuming that this is going to be the Hail of Blades Kaisa, right? So you auto 3 times with the Hail of Blades and then hit the Prey Seeker. That's a huge amount of burst. Especially if Nautilus doesn't proc Aftershock. But, you know, what I'm concerned about here is for Rel. I know that Sololine, Eve, she's kind of a newer player. So I don't know if she understands the nuances of, like, for example, like Aftershock being a huge trade factor. Aftershock having a 45-second cooldown means that, like, they need to bait the Aftershock and then try to all in potentially, you know? Or if you're Nautilus, if you understand that you need to play around Aftershock cooldown, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It's an explosive bot lane, very short range.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm Hecarim or if I'm Jarvan, I'm just looking topside starts and then padding bot.
For sure, for sure. The other thing I want to like point out that's really difficult to play against if you're going up against the Swain Nautilus lane obviously when you're against a hook champion, right, you want to sit behind your minions, but with never move, you actually want to be in front of your minions because the snare doesn't start until the projectile comes back. So you're kind of caught in between two decision points where you actually want to be like in a weird way like in the middle of, you're gonna be sandwiched in the minion wave so that you have something in front of you and something like behind you so that when the never move comes back it hits the thing behind you instead of you. Because otherwise the never move hits you, Swain pulls you in front of your minion wave, then you get hooked, then you get snared, and then you're dead.
The pull also works on Nautilus passive, right?
Yep. But I mean, I'm assuming that they're not gonna grief and let Nautilus walk all the way up for a free auto.
Or like if Jarvan just level 2 spot, flash auto from Nautilus, chain it with the swing passive.
That would be really, really interesting if we saw level 2
both
game.
flashes.
Yeah.
Jarvan's famous for that level 2. Level 2 mid, level 2 bot.
Yeah. Alright, well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to load into Game 2 of the night. Again, it will be Don't Worry We Scale on the blue side up against Support Diff on the red side. Support Diff already 1-0, winning on, they won on Wednesday against Hakuna Matata. Meanwhile, Don't Worry We Scale have lost each of their 2 games, one against Chili's Angels and one against Andyland yesterday, highlighted by the 3 consecutive, I think, missed Malphite ultis. So hopefully that does not come to pass.
Kill in one pot. That's sorry, Boris Cap.
Okay. So Kale not electing to use all of her initial 500 gold. Ooh, an interesting strategy here. Gonna be a 5-stack for Support Diff. Now I'm gonna invade here. Kale going to be on the run. Let's see if we get the flash never move from this. Ooh, okay. Gonna just be a ward kill actually for. Oh man, I think they could have gone for it, no?
Yeah, I think flash hook Nautilus if she's at least you get the Kale flash. Kale without flash early is so easy to gank. It's definitely worth trading flash for flash there.
Alright. But it looks like we might not be done yet, as Support Diff now walks bot side, going to get spotted by the Rel, but Hecarim going to go for a peek. Holy shit, that was almost a dead horse. Almost got sent to the glue factory. But the Nautilus hook going into the wall. Nautilus hook being too fat, unfortunately, for its own good. Will mean that both junglers here are going to start on their bot side. Again, I would imagine that Hecarim wants to 6 camp. Okay, we got to pay attention to this Jarvan pathing. Alright, we've seen Mo here with some very high tempo starts. We're going to see if he's going to go for that 3 camp into gank. Ooh. And Navia going to eat the empowered 3rd Q from Vlad. That's a huge trade early. Ooh, never move already landing. Though the counter synergy. The yoink going to mean that the hook does not land. We saw this in game 1 as well with the Leona. I think that at level 5 they had a chance to get a kill. But the Swain pull yoinking the Kaisa out of the Nautilus hook there. But it doesn't matter. They will hit level 2 first. Nautilus hook now going to land onto this. Is a dead Rel. Look at this combo. Good night. One more auto going to be able to lock that one up. Not respecting the level 2 here for Support Diff. Well, we called it. I'm pretty sure Support Diff owes me some amount of money because I totally told them to play this shit. And look at that. They did. And they're already profiting.
Some caster bias, I see.
All I'm saying, dude, I give advice to everybody, alright? I do VOD reviews for anyone and every. Alright, by the way, Jarvan now in this top lane. Kale's gonna be forced to flash. Ooh, okay, not gonna flash yet. Just gonna eat the knockup.
On the wolves. Oh no. We smite too on the wolves.
Oh, did Hecarim smite on the wolves?
Yeah, the wolves reset, so he hit the smite, but it's still reset.
Oh no.
Waste a lot of time.
Oh Okay, so Hecarim not, unfortunately, now going to be very far behind. Only 4 camps here at 3:30. That is illegal. Zach, gotta hit the practice tool, buddy. Jungle clears are static. They literally never change. So, gotta practice that one.
Is this the execute coming?
The
Oh, it's cool,
execute?
yeah.
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah,
You
so
got the
Hecarim double camping there. Almost got executed by the Gromp, it looks like.
Trying
Full
double
clear Hecarim. Getting double crab, yeah.
Yeah, that's borderline illegal. But yeah, in this bot lane, not gonna have a good time. Nautilus though needs to be careful. Is spotted by a ward in that brush, but never. Ooh, gonna go just wide. Nautilus hook though, now gonna land onto the Kaiser, gonna get pulled in. Vision of Empire, not gonna. Ooh, it actually is gonna land. What is that broken ass AoE? Stun gonna slow down the Swain though. Now Nautilus needs to be very, very careful. Now gonna go down onto this Nautilus. Nautilus going very, very low. There is an angry horse here as well, but there is a Jarvan to dissuade the counter. Actually, Hecarim just gonna go in, but now they're gonna knock into Jarvan. Jarvan needs to be careful all of a sudden. Gonna have to flash to safety. Looks like it will end up being everyone walking away from this skirmish, but that was almost a dead Jarvan, a dead Hecarim, and a dead Kaisa. So very, very explosive here in the bot lane. Flashes used by both the Rel and the Kaisa though will mean that the flash and the flash of Swain and Nautilus could prove to be the difference here in the next couple of minutes. Never move though, gonna go wide.
Kale's not doing too badly top lane actually, despite being Kale into a Lowy.
Yeah.
Down 15 CS, but she has a huge wave stacked up.
Yeah, so not playing against your traditional weak side top lane player in Rahul means that she will actually lose a losing matchup. If you'll remember from game 1, Kale actually went even and almost ended up killing a set pre-level 11. Which, in my interpretation, is illegal, but didn't end up being the case.
Yeah, you don't see that as often.
Yeah. As it stands though, each lane losing here for Don't Worry We Scale. I like the name. Oh, okay, this is bad. This is bad. You're ganking a Lowy one. Oh, okay. Hecarim literally charged a minion. You know, I thought Hecarim was. It's gonna sound really flamey, but I thought Hecarim was idiot proof, and I guess it's not. That being said, I've done that a couple times. The key to not having that happen to you is as you go for a gank, just literally toggle target champions only. Alright, gotta be careful here though. In the bot lane, Swain gonna potentially find a flash never gonna land onto this is a dead Kaisa. Rel gonna go in as well and should be locked down. Heal gonna be used to no effect. Now the ignite ticking on the Rel. Rel should have cut her losses and just got the fuck out. Eventually going to be a kill onto the Rel as well. Double kill here for the Swain. Gonna accelerate this mid game for the old man. Oh. Okay, well, I hesitate to call this one over before it started, but
it's looking rough.
It's rough. I mean, if you're a scaling comp, you're gonna lose early game. That's fine. But the way that they're losing the early game right now is it does not bode well. Let's put it that way.
I don't see bot being useful. Also, Vlad winning a lane he shouldn't really be winning either. I guess it's only up to top, but top's also getting pushed in. Yeah. 3 losing lanes despite 2 that maybe should be winning. The good news is Hecarim is decently overfarmed compared to Jarvan, and Jarvan's going full tank.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of Hecarim, I'm gonna go into the mid lane here. Gonna look for the Vlad. Does have the onslaught of shadows, but it's very, very low on mana. I don't think it has enough mana for the ultimate. Hope he doesn't turn around and try to use it because Bao will literally just go into the pool. Okay, as I say that, onslaught of shadows is going to be used here. The fear is not going to lead into the flash Frost from the Anivia. A couple. Ooh, but the Hecarim isn't going to be able to kill the Vlad. The Anivia going to flash over the wall, though. The Lance is going to be able to send Anivia into the cryo passive rebirth thingamajig. I don't know what that shit is called. But overall, I think that's a win for support Diff. Anivia without her passive now, without a flash, going to be very susceptible to a Jarvan gank. The thing that Jarvan loves most is flashless, immobile champions to be locked down by his Cataclysm. Hecarim did go down to the activation of Vladimir's ultimate, the Hemo Plague. Ooh. See, I know champion abilities, right? It's called Hemo Plague. I don't even play Vlad. Oh yeah.
Vlad should have just used Flash there, I think. Not give Hecarim any way into the game. He has Flash and Ignite.
Yeah, so Bao, they're greeting out on his summoners a little bit.
Still no sweepers from either jungler. 9 minutes in. Vision denial. Pretty important.
Okay, we have hard Boris loss here. Hecarim went with plated steel caps against Vlad, Swain, Nautilus. And a Jarvan who is building fucking tank. As a Hecarim, you never in a million years ever want to be within a 10-foot pole's distance of Alawi, because she'll just hentai you to death. So you built steel caps against 0 primary AD damage and a metric fuck ton of magic damage and CC. He also now just turned his longsword into an executioner's. So he has exactly 0 progress towards a Divine Sunderer right now. I don't know, guys. A bit rough.
It's looking a bit rough.
Alright, meanwhile, Kaisa in the bottom lane, gonna get exhausted, gonna try to flash the safety, does have the killer instinct. There is a very angry pony here in time, but the Demon Flare able to pick that one up with the help of the Nautilus Ignite, but now the Hecarim is able to shut down this Nautilus. Turns out that not having a mythic item doesn't mean shit, apparently, but Kaisa expended a lot there. Used the flash and the heal there, and the killer instinct. Meanwhile, now Vlad, knowing that Anivia does not have pool, going to go aggressive under tower for the Anivia. Gonna use those summoners that he elected to save in that level 6 fight to pick up the Anivia under her tower.
What is Kaisa's build?
Yeah, why did he have 4 longswords?
Russian Q evolution, but I don't know what that builds into.
So that's a third.
Two of those go into Noon Quiver, 2 of those go into Dirk.
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna be the Gale Force collector build, I think. Which is kind of a grief, because you're hitting turbo frontline. I feel like the Kraken Slayer is better, but maybe you want that extra mobility. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, this is like kind of lame, but I don't think any of the AD carries in this tournament know how to use Gale Force properly. They just build Kraken like every single time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, as the tournament goes on, people scale up their skill level as well. You know, after all, hopefully. We are not LCS, so it's okay to be suboptimal players, just so long as you understand that you fucked up.
This guys still can build Kraken because it's the same components for Kraken and Gale Force. By the way.
Sorry, say that again.
Gale Force and Kraken build the same thing.
Ooh, double Flash Frost here, but now 4 members here for support Div, including a Herald, will get that charge off, but looks like they dropped it just in time for the Infernal Dragon. So, ooh, in the top lane though, Kale actually having a good time against this Alawi. Gonna take Alawi to about half health. Okay, so we saw this in game 1. Jesse played Kale. Somehow, despite the laws of League of Legends, illegally wins, or at least goes even in lane. But never got a chance to actually impact fights for a couple of reasons. Number 1, they attended one too many K-pop concerts. Hold on. As we say that, Nautilus gonna land onto rail in the bottom. There's a Jarvan here as well. This is a very, very dead Iron Horse. Tail gonna teleport in, but it's only level 10. There is a Hecarim here as well, but alright. Okay, not gonna be the Kale teleport, excuse me. That was the Anivia teleport. I guess more to dissuade aggression than anything. Kale now actually gonna teleport million to catch this farm before Vlad pushes in too much. So both teleports here used by Don't Worry We Scale. But what I was saying, right? In game 1, in the season opener, Kale got to like level 14, but never impacted the team fight because 1, her teammates could not stop getting hit by Seraphine ultimate, and 2, the Kale kept getting used on Leona instead of the Kai'Sa. They had a Kai'Sa in that game too, but Kai'Sa never ever got a Kale ultimate. And I feel like it's the situation where with Kale ultimate, people want to use it reactively instead of proactively. Like for example, proactively shielding your otherwise suicidal Hecarim as he charges into a team. Or Kai'Sa as she killer instincts into a team, you know? So I want to see better ultimate usage here. Holy shit.
Lowy damage.
Well, Lowy can kill Anivia here. There are tentacles being spawned. I think.
He has flash up. Flash W. So free.
Okay, let's see. Decide to go for it. Anivia already very low, but needs to be careful. There is a Kale and a Hecarim around.
I think if you just flash the stun W and he still has ult, he can 1v2 if you pull the Hecarim spirit.
Yeah.
An hour.
That being said, I feel like, you know, in Selena's defense, I don't think she like plays a whole lot of top lane. Hecarim now gonna go top, but again, you really don't want to go top in a 1v2 scenario. At least if you're a confident Hecarim. Ooh, okay, they're gonna be a one-person idol of whatever it's called. Will mean that there is not too much hentai going to go on, but Kale gonna now flash in to pick up that one. But now gotta be careful. There are Jarvan and Ooh, okay, Calico's now going to go onto the Hecarim, but very far ahead of the Vladimir will mean that the Hecarim is able to walk out here. The Vladimir not there in time. Kale Ultimate is still available here, by the way. Actually, I would have loved to see Don't Worry We Scale play more proactively, bait with the Kale Ultimate. But Hecarim just opting for the safe play, going to walk out. Overall, still a positive trade. They did pick up a Lowy there. Kale now level 11. It's going to be the Riftmaker first for Kale in this game, as opposed to the Nashor's Tooth first. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. I don't think that's right either. Also, Sunder from Alawi. I've seen most high-low Alawi's going Gourd Drinker. Especially if going in on that team.
Yeah. I feel like Sunder is more of a 1v1 sort of item, but like the other team never wants to 1v1 you, right? So you need to live. And Gourd Drinker is exceptionally good at that. Alright, so Kai'Sa really prioritizing the Q evolve. Now, I feel like it's not like that important, you know? I feel like compromising your build when you're already in poverty and you need your mythic ASAP, not getting your mythic and dipping for the Dirk to get to that 180 threshold isn't really that worth it.
I've seen a lot of high-low Kaisas actually try to max Q evolve. It's actually pretty important early.
Okay.
I don't know how much she knows or like where they like learn to rush Dirk, but it's actually not the worst. Yeah.
Okay.
I watch like a Uzi stream and he does that quite often.
Alright, Hecarim gonna go top again, trying to snowball this Kale, gonna be knocked in. Ooh, actually, ooh. Alright, well I was gonna say that was a good leap of faith from the Alawi to buffer the knockback from the devastating charge, but too much burst. Again, like you said, not having that Gourd Drinker means that she's actually very squishy at this stage in the game. Merc Treads against Hecarim does pretty much nothing. The scaling team, though, now going to potentially be down 3 dragons. It will be down 3 dragons. Luckily for them, it is only a Clown Soul. Not the most impactful soul in the game, but still is nice to have. Obviously, for someone like, for example, Vladimir, who wants to be zooming around, once you drop that Hemo Plague and you get that, is it 30% move speed after you cast your ulti?
It's like 50 or 60.
Oh, is it 50? Holy shit, I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah.
But regardless, Vision of Empire gonna force the flash here out of the Nivea, which will, a EQ flash combo from the Jarvan, gonna lock 2 up in the Cataclysm. Obviously, a Nivea with no flash gonna get egged immediately. Jarvan very, very low as well, but oh my god. The Tide, dude, that was pretty neat actually. The Demon Flare plus the Tides of Blood going to do an immense amount of burst damage to the Hecarim and Nivea there. Will be
That's a really
huge
nice play by
pick.
Jarvan.
Yeah, so
actually.
the EQ flash gonna be enough to lock down the Anivia, and then the Cataclysm meant that no one was able to get out of there.
Right on the edge of the flash too.
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't gonna hit.
Yeah, the EQ flash is like actually really, really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard to hit.
Because Jarvan is deceptively not that fat. And you need to hit your you need to put your hitbox right on top of the enemy champion for that EQ flash to be able to knock up.
This might be like a 23-minute soul for red side.
It's really early Elder then.
I love
I don't know
those.
if Blue's gonna have time to scale Blue side. If red side gets Elder early, just ends off Elder. I think that's win condition.
Yep.
Dude, there's my Jais on this flood.
6 stacks?
6 stacks.
Another case of losing to Boris, I think. Hecarim, obviously building towards a Sterix gauge. With 800 gold, 875 gold, builds pickaxe, as opposed to double ruby crystal plus a pink ward. I don't think that's right. I know that's not
Yeah,
right.
I would agree. I would
Because
agree.
you're not trying to... Your problem is not that you don't do enough damage to people right now. That's not your job. You need to live for as long as possible.
How is full tank Hecarim nowadays with maybe like a turbo chem tank after the buffs?
I haven't tried it. The thing with Hecarim is that he's deceptively squishy, right? Without
Yeah,
resistances. But if he times that W well, he can literally heal like 1,000 in a fight from one point in W alone. Because the healing is uncapped for damage delta champions within that AoE. And
Okay.
this is actually a very short range comp here. Okay, hold on. Navia gonna get jumped on here by the hashtag Rocket Bell. Not gonna be pincered here. There's a Jarvan below. Ooh, the EQ just gets stopped, but now the Cataclysm cannot get stopped. Jarvan gonna go very, very low. You're gonna be taken down by the Nivea, but Nivea is now gonna go down to the Alawi, and the Hecarim is going to go down as well. 2-for-1 Jarvan in exchange for Hecarim and a Nivea. Hecarim and Nivea dead once again. Will mean that they have a push here for support diff onto this mid inner turret as soon as these minions end up catching up. Kale electing to stay top lane, level 14. Nashor's Tooth does end up being the buy first. Going to take this top turret. Actually, not going to take that top turret any sort of low.
I think if Jarvan R's first and then EQ's out of it, traps him in the Cataclysm. They already have the Alawi and the Vlad collapsing. Jarvan stays alive there, and they just rush Baron.
Yep. Good point. Yeah, that's not something we've seen at all as a combo. We've seen, I think, 3 or 4 appearances by Jarvan in the tournament already, and I haven't seen that one time. Which, to be honest, is a pretty staple combo for Jarvan, because otherwise his Cataclysm is an int button a lot of the time, which is why he's not like a huge, like, very good pick. If he's not ahead, he just dies. But regardless,
Has anybody played it with Galio yet? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think Pokey card did that. Although I'm not 100% sure. Alright, Kale though, gotta be very careful. Gotta be aware that Alawi should not be challenging her unless there is backup on the way. And look at the backup here. Kale's gonna be used for absolutely no effect. They're gonna delay the inevitable. Gonna have that one handed over to the Vladimir, who is now on 18 stacks all of a sudden with that Mejai's Soul Stealer. Okay, now Baron is on the cards. I wonder if support diff. It looks like support diff. They're gonna prioritize not giving up anything for free. Ooh, the devastating charge actually gonna knock Nautilus out of. Okay, but Nautilus gonna be forced to flash over the wall. Onslaught Shadow's gonna go very, very aggressive. That's not worth. I feel like, I don't know. A lot committed there for a support Nautilus pick, but now there is a very, very devastating Vladimir with a very little lockdown available on Don't Worry We Scale's side. But it is a 5v4 for the next 15 seconds. really for the next 25 seconds, as Nautilus needs to A, respawn, and B, actually get into the fight. So we'll see.
Allowing you penalty P here.
Oz flanking.
Okay.
Alright, Alawi TPing here. I think gonna buy
Nice.
time for
There's
her
no ours.
team. Dragon already gonna get finished here, or trying to get finished here for support div. Let's see what this battle smite. Alright, so will be Clown Dragon handed over to support div, but now gonna be a huge team fight. That is gonna be won by support div. Gonna be 4-1 so far, but the one is Vlad. Vlad gonna flash in, only going to put Nivea into egg, but this, oh my god, this Vlad is 1v9. Oh, wow, it was looking good, but the only person they managed to not lock down was the only person they really needed to lock down. And Vlad ends up feasting on Don't Worry We Scale. So the thing I think that really fucked them over in that fight was that Kale used her ultimate for no fucking reason when she got ganked top lane. She did not have that available for that fight.
Yeah. There's, I don't know. Jesse's ult usage is not very good on kill, looks like.
They had no Hecarim R either. They burned it on the Nautilus.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had no. I think they just go for steal. I don't think they need to commit 5v5 there. They lose that.
Lily Rika. They've had an Executioner actually since like minute 6. Hecarim win Executioners and like plated steel caps first things.
That's it. Yeah. I don't know if I feel like Hecarim doesn't spread it that well, right? Or maybe just the R, but I feel like a Nivea or Kai'Sa need it more.
I think it's okay. He does have a hard time spreading it to Vlad if he doesn't start his fights on the Vlad, because Vlad just pulls past him.
Yeah.
They definitely need a secondary source of healing reduction. I 100% agree with that.
Probably a Nivea with her AoE.
I think red team here, you just start Baron, force them to come, and you turn.
Yep.
They need to be decisive with that shot calling. Set up vision. Okay.
Yeah,
Take top
looks like they're
turret,
playing it
it's
slow. Gonna take all of Don't Worry We Scale's top jungle. Vlad actually gonna get very, very close to finding an Anivia here as well.
Kai'Sa's about to show bot, and they start Baron.
Yep. So
Kai'Sa shows.
I mean, this is no contest here. For support div. This is the freest Baron of all time. And don't let that gold lead deceive you. This is a one-sided game as far as I'm concerned. I say only about 6,000 gold up, but it feels a lot more like 50,000. I don't know. The only bright spot in this game I feel like has been the Kayle, but even Kayle has had some questionable decision making throughout certain parts of the game. We haven't really seen an impactful Kayle ultimate. I feel like for Don't Worry We Scale, they understand the macro of a champion. Oh, okay, we have Kayle, we need to play the scale. Let's not fight early. But then they don't understand the nuances. Like, for example, hey, we have Kayle ulti, let's use it proactively. In a 2v2, we have Kayle ultimate, let's play for bait. They haven't done any of that. And so, Kayle deceptively just really hasn't been in the game. Even though she theoretically won lane.
I think now Kayle just has to force sideline and force 2 people there, and then the rest of the team has to try to win that 4v3.
Yeah.
So I think Kayle can definitely 1v1 allow it, so they need 2 people to match the Kayle. It's the only win con, I think, for blue team. Or an potential Elder Steal in a few minutes.
Alright, well, it is League of Legends. Anything can happen, but what is happening right now on your screens is a massive Baron dump minion wave going to be going into bot lane. So already the bot inner turret going to be taken. There is an exposed mid lane inhibitor as well for Don't Worry We Scale. There is a Lowy pushing down in the top lane. If there was ever a time to be decisive, this is it. But it's not happening. So Kayle joining her team to prevent herself from getting level 16. Alright, now here it is. Onslaught of Shadows onto just the Jarvan. Jarvan going to go down very, very quickly here, but that's going to be the only pickup, and Kai'Sa actually going to go in and kill herself. There is that int killer instinct. Oh,
also-
okay. All right. So this game is over.
Kale uses it on herself. Yeah.
All right. So that will be the game here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna have to rename Kaisa's ultimate to Inter's Instinct. Kaisa going really hard in the back, and by really hard in the back, I mean she dies really hard, really fast. Got exhausted and then went in, and that will be game here for support Diff. GG's. Okay, so a comprehensive win for Support Diff in Game 2. Going to be the first team in the tournament to 2 wins. 2-0 on this. Am I correct? Every other team has 1 win, right? Yeah. Going to be the first team with 2 wins. 2 out of 2 for them. But the season is young. We're going to have a 14-game regular season, double round robin. Each team will play each other team twice. So still a long ways to go. Meanwhile, unfortunately for Don't Worry We Scale, that will conclude an 0-3 week for them. Not the strongest showing. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. They are scaling, but even scaling comps gotta know when to fight. I think that they're doing the scaling part just fine, but I don't think they're doing the other part at all. So hopefully they can turn that around sooner rather than later. Alright, so we're going to get both captains into the chat in just a second. And then we're going to... Oh, sorry, I pulled you out, Selena, just for a second.
Oh, it's okay.
Alright, I'm going to ask Jesse to come up because I don't want to drag him piecemeal into the general chat. I'm gonna ask him to come up. Alright guys, so welcome back. Good game. Not exactly a banger if I'm being completely honest with you, but it was a good game. Ends up being a win here for Support Diff. So first question obviously then gonna go to Selena. As there were not a large amount of egregiously missed Malphite ultimates. So, Selena, 2-0 week for you guys. What do you think were the keys to success for you in these 2 games?
I would say I think a lot of it boils down to I mean I don't know how much the other teams do, you know, but for my team like we're doing pretty extensive research and you know we spend time coming up with comps. I know I've kind of like mentioned this a couple times, but it's just really like we look into what are some good team fighting comps that of course like each respective player is comfortable with executing with. And you know, and again I think we're just given I think we have a lot of talented players on the team who, you know, can stand on their own. So that definitely helps. But like when we come together, like we're really strong, we're on the same page. So I mean, you know,
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
it helped a lot first week. But I think research really paid out, I gotta say. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Support Diff with the Omega Sweat. I mean, extensive research. Yeah. Well, anyways, the results speak for themselves. 2-0 on the season thus far. All right, unfortunately,
Support Diff.
Support Diff indeed. Unfortunately, we are also going to talk here to Mr. Jesse Lee. Another game of Kale, another game of scaling, but unfortunately the same result. How's the team's mental?
I mean, I don't think we're like, you know, nothing's like broken or anything like that. I think we're a little disappointed in the results, and I think we're gonna go back and go look at the VODs and figure out what we need to do wrong, do right next time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. I think this is definitely time for us to step back and take a look at our merits and also our like our strengths and try to figure out how we can play to them. After trying this, you know, for the second time in the tournament and a couple times in scrims, looks like this may not be the answer for our team. So.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys find the answer soon and scale into the season and maybe scale up the standings. But all right, thank you to both captains.
GG's.
GG's.
GG, well
See you
played.
next time.
See you next time.
Oh
Hey, you
my
destroyed me
God.
up top, bro. So you know, you you tore it up there. So.
Alright,
We'll see you again
so
in lane.
See you again.
alright,
Goodbye.
wow. So still positivity coming out here from both captains. That's what we're all about here at Do It Big. We may kill each other on the Rift, but off the Rift we are all great friends. Just chums. Alright.
I fucking hate you, Roger. This shit.
Yeah. Alright. Fucking toxic. Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, we are not done for the night. Also, we broke 50 viewers at some point there, so poggers. But anyways, we are not done just yet. We have yet another game coming at you in a very short amount of time. Going to be Team Strag up again versus Team Pokey Card. So I'm going to check in with both teams, get that set up, take a bit of a break for myself, and then we are going to get rolling into Game 3 of the night. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Season 2 of the Do It Big Invitational. All right, hey guys.
I think I know why we lost last game. Your fucking game speech is depressing.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I gotta go. Okay, you know we gotta go.
I'm here. Don't say anything you wouldn't say on stream. You might get TOS or you might get me TOS.
Oh.
Good call.
Hey yo, what's up? You know we're not talking about anything at all. You know we out here talking about sports. You know, football,
root for the home team. Yeah.
Baseball, basketball, all the balls. You know, yeah, all the balls on my knees. Oh wait.
Okay, Kevin, chill.
Muted him.
Chill. All right, so you guys are ready then, yeah, for game 2.
Yeah.
All right.
We are more than ready. We are ready, Freddy. We gotta get it going. I'm back again.
Oh my god.
Okay, so never a
shit.
dull moment with the captain of Team
Girl, it's never a dull
Strag.
moment. You know, I got that pencil sharpener on deck. I got number 2 pencils. We are SAT ready. We are start testing ready. We are finals, McGinals
my
ready.
Goodness. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that to Team Strag to sort out. I'm gonna check in with Pokey Card and we're gonna get that lobby set up. Okay?
Period. The only Pokey card they're gonna get is gonna poke under the.
Fucking chat here.
All right. Good censorship.
No, this is
Okay.
great.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out,
don't
I'm
say
out.
that.
Okay. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
What's up? What's up? Are you guys good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are
All right,
ready.
cool. Can I trust you guys to do the Battlefy stuff to set up the lobby and then just get the invites going?
Well, what do you mean the Battlefy? I don't know what that is.
Okay. So you know how you guys register on Battlefy?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you go there right now and go to like your guys' match.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Yeah. There should be like a tournament.
Does everybody
code.
have to do it?
No, only one person needs to have the tournament code, and then they create the lobby, and then you just start inviting people just like normal.
Okay,
do
all
that.
usual.
Let me
Okay.
see. Yeah. Tournament code.
Yeah, if you can't find it, let me know, and I'll get Jesse in here as tech support.
So I see my match against Selena, but I don't see the match against.
You might have to look at the schedule or something. Yeah, give me 1 moment. Let me grab Jesse.
Yeah, because I don't see.
Okay.
Our match there.
Yo, Jesse, can you help them find the Battlefy stuff?
Oh, yeah. Which team is it?
Joel's team and Kevin's team.
Kevin.
Joel's team and Kevin's. Got it. Thanks.
All right. Anyways, meanwhile, for everybody else in Twitch chat, welcome. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the games so far. Remember, we have one more game coming at you tonight. We have 2 more tomorrow night as well. We're going to have a lot more coming over the next 10 weeks for Season 2. If you like what you see, drop a follow.
I actually think I found it, Roger.
Okay. You found it?
Yeah. So how do I use the tournament code?
Yeah. So go ahead and go to create custom.
Sure.
And then don't actually create it, but underneath your blue essence, you should see like a championship cup.
I see that. Yeah.
And then click that, and then you'll be asked to input in a tournament code. Just copy and paste that in, and you'll be put into a lobby.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, how
Perfect, thank you.
fancy.
Sounds good.
Are you in a lobby now?
I am in fact in the lobby. I'll invite you, Roger.
All right, cool, perfect. All right, it's cool. We're gonna get the invites rolling out, and then we're gonna get going. So yeah, in a bit I'm gonna ask for the captains, and then you guys know the drill. We'll get going soon.
We are blue side?
Yes, Pokey card is blue side.
Okay.
Alright guys, so we have both teams in here for game 3 of the night. Again, on blue side it will be Pokey Card, captained by Florzel, aka Joel. And on the red side we will have Team Strag, whom we saw unfortunately lose in game 1 of the night to Team Double Jungle Gap. Gonna look to bounce back in game 2. Gonna get some invites rolling out. Wait, why is Jesse in here?
Because he's gonna be quadcasted.
Okay, I guess so. Okay, so let's get you, Chungus, in here. And then, actually we need someone to leave. So Chungus hop down. Hold on. Okay, so Jesse left. Flawed ass. Wait, where? Oh yeah, I keep looking for fucking Buff Panda, and I'm like, oh wait, you're on fucking this account.
What are you talking about? I'm not online, dude. This
Okay,
is
there we go.
spam,
There we go.
dude.
There we go.
Some weirdo.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 All right. There we go. Okay. So looks like the lobby is set up. I'm gonna get the captains here in for some pre-game interview questions, and then we're gonna get the game going. All right, there is Joel.
Hello.
Hello, Joel. I'm gonna wait for Kevin. Actually, I'm just gonna drag Kevin. All right, hey Kevin.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, hope I didn't interrupt you, but yeah, you already know the drill. We're gonna get some pre-game interview questions. So first question here, gonna go over to the blue side captain, aka Joel. For you guys, unfortunately, I want to say you guys played on Wednesday, right? Or no,
No, we played yesterday.
Oh, we played yesterday. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, you did take the L yesterday. How do you think you guys are gonna bounce back here in your second game of the season?
You know, I think our draft was pretty hard to execute last time, and I think we have a much stronger idea going into today, so I feel confident.
Sounds good. Sounds like we might potentially get that classic press R comp. All right, meanwhile, for Kevin, similar question. You guys did also take an L in your season debut. How are you guys going to bounce back?
We're literally just going to win everything. It's going to be all lanes gap, especially jungle gap. Okay. Keep it going, keep it fresh, keep it funky fresh. I'm so sorry, but you're going to stay losing. Bye.
Wow.
I appreciate the confidence.
All right, so Kevin.
The pleasure is all yours.
Oh my God, Kevin, chill. Okay, well, with that, we're going to let both captains go back to their teams.
Good luck.
Good luck to both teams. All right, Kevin, come on, Mal. Handshake,
Bye.
Good luck.
Oh, okay. Boom, boom, ba, rakakao. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Okay, he's gone. Okay, wow. So, Kevin, ever the personality. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them in the ass in game 2 here of the night for Team Strag. When both teams are ready, we will hop into the pick band phase for game 3 of the night. Let's get it going.
Oh, the Olaf band.
Okay. So as we roll into the pick band phase here, already a couple of jungle bands gonna come out first. Kato for Team Strag is an Olaf player. Meanwhile, for Humble Donut, a renowned Elise player. So that will be the target. Looks like we're gonna get matching bands here, both. So a couple of now 80 carry bands here. Kaisa for Pokey and Twitch for Team Strag. Twitch band is pretty curious, no?
Yeah, Twitch isn't very meta. Also, Elise after the nerfs, I feel like Elise, if she doesn't snowball really hard early, kind of useless too.
Yeah. Okay, so now gonna be matching middle lane bands. Wow, these guys are so cute. I think they coordinated this. So Yon banned away. Ooh, gonna be a Hecarim picked up here for Pokecard. Strong pick. Meanwhile, gonna be let's see what it's gonna be for Team Strag.
Janna again.
Janna again.
Okay.
All right. Do me a favor, you two. Keep the draft discussion lively. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Also, B, if you could do me a favor and keep a special eye on the chat. Make sure that if there are placeholders, that gets communicated.
Okay.
Will do.
Appreciate it.
Janna Jin. What are we interested about, man?
Yeah, I feel like it's like it doesn't synergize very well, right? You wanna like
not very well.
Nami be good, any engage support be good with Jhin.
Janna doesn't peel Hecarim very well either.
Yeah.
After he jumps on, yeah, Lulu MF I think it's much stronger. Lulu, I think it's my most played right now. I think Lulu's broken right now.
Dude, have you tried Moonstaff on her? Is this
Yeah,
good?
that's what I've been running on her.
Okay.
I don't go staff normally. Normally, Moonstone into like a Mikhail's or Ardens. I feel like Moonstone, normally teams don't run double AP. It's normally single AP. But yeah, that's all the memes.
Maokai top, it looks like, since Janna's picked, right? Maokai
Yeah.
can't jungle, right? With the clear?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure not. Okay.
Should be the Maokai top.
Renekton ban. Yeah, it looks like Lucy seems very a click R comp, honestly. Hecarim plus Lulu ult on top, then the Fear and Knockup plus Misfortune ult. Could be nasty.
Galio would be good here too. It's a Renekton Pantheon bans.
Wait, I just realized I've never seen Nock play Jhin in my life.
I mean, Jin's like the classic autofill ADC. You pick Jin.
Yeah.
You don't have to space out of space as well. It's more of like a hit things from range supportive ADC.
That is true. That is true. You need to position well, I guess. That's the only thing you gotta do on that champ. Just very niche things mechanically on that.
Yeah.
I'm a Jhin player. I've been playing with Jhin since he was bad, so it just hurts my eyes every time I see Jhin played now, because a lot of these people are just picking because it's meta.
Yeah. Very true.
Okay.
Wait.
Is that Wukong jungle? I think it is, right?
Isn't that Wukong maybe jungle? I don't know.
Is there mid or jungle?
They got the like double flex pick on red side.
Yeah, they do.
A Galio here into that comp would be very good. Galio and maybe like okay, Aatrox is good too. I think Aatrox is kited a little more easily by the Janna. But if Hecarim can get a good engage, I think.
Yeah, I mean, ideally Ajax goes for a flank in team fights.
Yeah. Aatrox just got hit by the Goldrinker nerf and the R nerf. Or I guess he was more of a
It wasn't a nerf. They changed the kit, right? They changed like how.
Yeah, they moved it to his E, so he gets less healing from his R, but so it synergizes less with Goldrinker.
I feel like because it's like win rate didn't change. It actually went up in win rate.
Yeah, because he spends less time in R. Most people don't know how to
Use
like
R properly,
synergize
right?
his ult properly. Galio is great for Heck MF. Yeah. And Malzahar. Okay, yes, it's the click art comp.
Wait, what?
FYI.
Wait,
Ajax
say
is
that?
I already told the other team. Just
Okay.
FYI. Yeah.
Aatrox is placeholder?
Yeah, I can't understand her. I'll be honest, but it's a placeholder for something.
Okay. Is it Agent SA? I think we have to add. Invite. Aatrox is Malphite. Okay.
Okay, that's a super R comp then.
Yeah. I was like, Aatrox press R, kind of, but Malphite fits the click R. They got the Malzahar, the Lulu, the MF, the Heck.
Dude, I want to see some Aatrox aiming though, dude. It's so fun watching Aatrox just like heal with Coordinator and like go from 20% to 100% HP.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
Did you see the bug on PvE where they added an extra 0?
No, I didn't see that.
So Goldrinker was 8% healing. It was supposed to be 8% healing per champion hit, but they added a 0, so it was 80%.
Oh my god.
On PvE.
Oh man, good thing that ain't gonna go through. Wait, they picked. Wait, they're role swapping. Wait, if they. Oh yeah, there was a cast, right?
Yeah, they last picked Cass, but
That's
I
like
think...
Nox champion. So that means someone else is playing AD carry then. Not Nox.
Yeah, Underfield Jin. Classic. Then it is, I think, the Wukong jungle you're talking about. I don't know how. I haven't seen one of those in forever. I don't know how good that is.
I think it was okay. I don't know how the clear is, but in theory the ganks should be okay with the clone.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Alright, so you can chat here. Galio is great for Vi. Oh, Malphite can press R all ins if you're behind mess up the Mombo. Cast. Okay.
Yeah, Cass is good at countering these. They just need to kite it. I think that's the Janna logic. If they can just peel the initial initiation by the blue side, they have really good
but that
counter
means
use.
red needs to like have really good vision control.
Yeah. Janna is so oppressive, really. If you know, I don't know. Do you know Apocalypse on the EU West, the famous Janna one trick?
No, I don't. I don't really keep up with a lot of high level players.
He hit rank 1 playing only Janna EU West, and he
really?
perma roams on Janna. He takes like Relentless Hunter, Celerity, Water Walking, just flies around.
That makes sense. Yeah, any support that roams a lot usually does well. Like I think didn't Ole like 3-4 years ago roam only on Bard and got like rank 1 also in NA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So roams is too good, man.
I feel like it's a good time for supports. Sword Art just hit rank 1 NA.
Yeah, my role doesn't exist anymore. It looks like, unfortunately.
It's just Kaisa right now. Kaisa and
Kaisa, Jin, Samira, Vilios.
Alright. Hey guys.
Hello.
What's up? So it looks like Miss Killer is playing Cassiopeia mid, and they're switching up their mid to bottom.
Ooh, roll swap. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. This was something. Or be doubt. Is it your infamous Jin mid Cassiopeia bot?
Oh yeah, Jimmy, it's great if dude, it's like you basically play for jungle, you get mid priority with your Q and E, and then the jungler can just free low for jungler, dude.
But can you outpush the Malzahar, who just clicks E?
That's true. I haven't played against Mouser as Jin mid before. I haven't never played that matchup. But I think ideally, if you pressure Malzahar early enough, you have like items, you just kill him multiple times for 3-6.
Yeah,
you play her well.
I think blue side wins drafts slightly. They just have a much easier comp to execute.
Yeah,
It's
Wukong
hard to
jungle. Have you seen that in a minute, Roger, or no?
No, it's fun, but it's ultimately not very good.
Okay.
That's the issue. Your clear speed is like mediocre. Your pre-6 ganks are trash, and your post-6 ganks are like obviously pretty good. But yeah, because you have mediocre clear speed, you can't farm enough because Wukong needs like 2 items. I feel like.
He can't really duel the Hecarim early either, unless he goes Ignite maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hecarim will farm Wukong early. Yeah, and if you go Ignite on Wukong, then you don't have Flash Engage. It's kind of an issue.
Yeah. I feel like Wukong, if you substitute that for like a Graves, it's actually decent. You keep Graves is hard to one shot, and you can peel and counter engage really well with the Cassio Janna.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any Graves players except for like one person in the tournament, right?
Who?
Or even like a Kindred.
Who? Oh, Pa. Yeah. Fill it. Good.
Oh, Kindred. Yo, Kindred would be so good here.
Oh,
Eat all the engage.
Yeah, you can pretty much preempt, well, not preemptively, but like as soon as you see Malphite fly at you, you just press R and then you just win the game because as soon as Malphite presses R, everyone else presses R.
But if Blue's team is 5, that they all build executioners and they're healing reduce on red team when they click R.
Yeah. Alright. Reminder for myself more than anything, I need to get Twitch chat enabled in like the overlay in the game.
Oh, why don't you just play on your phone?
What do you mean? No. As in like, you know how like you can have Twitch chat show up on the screen as well?
Yeah.
So I need to do that at some point. And by some point I mean before tomorrow's games. So sorry about that. Twitch chat. Thank you all for coming up with all these wonderful copy pastas. Let's read one. For the last 40 seconds of this spectator delay. Sang B says, "Let me regale you with the tale Samuel Lee and the Top Canyon. When Sam was a boy, he was a weak and sickly child, and everyone made fun of him. But even the strongest children were afraid of the Top Canyon. Samuel Lee was a fearless lad. Armed with only a Doran's blade, he ventured in alone. When he returned 10 years later, he was level 18 and full build. When they asked him how he did it, Samuel Lee only shook his head. He stared off into the horizon and softly whispered, 'Jungle Diff.' What a tale." Yeah, just gripping all around. Definitely gonna be a New York Times bestseller one day. Okay, so with that, bought enough time to load in here to Game 3, final game of the night between Pokey Card and Team Strag. Let's get it poppin'.
Ooh, Jin went with the scale, the landing Jin, not the scaling Jin.
Alright, everybody, by the way, is skinned up here. I would give the skin diff over to Team Strag, though. I really like Jade Dragon Wukong. I think that's like a really good budget skin. Meowkai's pretty neat.
But the
See, Roger, you're bringing off your biases, but if you look at the money side, I think Hextech Malzahar is a gemstone skin, which is technically $200.
True, but at the same time, you're also using a gemstone skin, so who's really fucking winning here? Because I'm pretty sure all the gemstone skins like blow ass. Like it's such a fucking grief, right? Like none of them have like special particles or anything. I think the only cool one. Huh? Sorry.
This is a Bane one, right?
The Vayne one's not that good. I have the Vayne one and the Nocturne one. I think the Nocturne one's kind of worth. It just came out. It's kind of nice.
Oh,
but the
it
Vayne
just came out. Okay.
Soul Stealer one sucks.
Yeah.
It has like a special sound effect when you tumble, don't you?
And,
like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
I think it's about it.
That's like next level for Hextech.
What up, Brian?
What's up, Abdul?
Hello. Is that a Nox Cassiopeia? I only saw him minting with it.
Oh,
Alright, so some pre-game flame. Also a 9-second question of invade coming out from this Maokai. Malzahar on the opposing team gonna say yes. Gonna be interesting to see whether that comes to pass.
Janna running Ignite here is a little interesting. Also, Lulu's running Guardian is really good. I wouldn't expect Lulu to never take Guardian here, but that's pretty smart by her.
One thing that's interesting, if you're a Pokey card, their mid laner, Florzel, is usually the support main. Usually a support main. So I would imagine, you know, pretty solid game knowledge and knowledge of matchups as well. So good stuff there. Why is Guardian so important?
Guardian is so on Lulu itself, especially Janna Jhin. You don't really win. I don't think poke trades early on, just because Jhin is a little more impressive, and also Janna has more reliable poke with the W and shields.
Mm-hmm. So it's better to just take Guardian to minimize the poke damage.
Yeah. Guardian's really strong for 2, especially if later on in the game when Maokai and Wukong dive, you don't really need the Airy. But I think Janna normally takes heal and runs Airy actually.
Gotcha.
Interesting that she wins Comet and Ignite. Double bot side starts. Do you guys go over like jungle pathing and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, but
Roger
you're more
does,
than, you're more than welcome to talk about it as well.
Okay. I just think every game I've watched so far, it's normally like cookie cutter. They both start bot side with the ball lane.
Yeah. We already have a bit of a grief, in my opinion. Hecarim not electing to do the 6 camp. Instead, actually...
Oh, I wanted to go Raptors here. Wukong's early clear solo. He can definitely contest, I think, Raptors. And he still has Smite Charge.
Yeah, this is a really bad jungle path. So, this is literally the most suboptimal way to path as Hecarim you can ever take. Like, if you're gonna go Raptors, that's fine, but that means you should go Wolves into blue. Now you're gonna finish blue, and you're still gonna be level 2 because Raptors was your middle camp. So you don't get level 3 off 3 camps, you get level 3 off of 4 camps. But your 4th camp is a big camp. So the big camps being Gromp and Krugs, and the small camps in being Wolves and Raptors. So this is literally just like you take more damage than you need to.
Wukong skip Raptors too though. I don't know how that champ plays. But...
No, that's fine. If you have shit AoE, you always skip Raptors. Raptors fucks you up if you don't have good AoE, which Wukong does not.
Jhin Janna has so much kill pressure. That level 2 we saw. If Janna hits that tornado, or if Jhin lands a W, I think they get some sort of MF.
Yeah.
Every time Janna charges tornado, they have to back up.
But alright, 4 camp Wukong here into a top gank. This is gonna be a dead Malphite.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Oh, flash auto. Alright, so the Wukong coming in clutch here. So 4 camp into a top gank in a gank of weak side top laners. Generally in 2021, ganking for weak side top laner. Gank for top lane in general is kind of a grief. But if it helps you as the jungler get ahead, then why not? However, Maokai's overextended. Hecarim going to use Ghost, going to be able to hit him with a devastating charge. Maokai now going to flash a safety. Let's see if Maokai able to land the seismic charge. Looks like that will not be the case. So, Maokai going to win out heavily, only using a flash there. But as a weak side top laner, not too upset about that. Also, sorry.
Maokai canceled the E with the Q. That was kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's a pretty important timing as well, because the knockback only comes through if you're close enough.
It cancels the damage too, right? Did that?
So he still hit the damage because the auto attack, the buff for your next auto attack is still there.
Okay.
But it delayed the damage enough.
Oh yeah, back on pathing. I think Wukong starts top here and plays towards bot side. They have so much more kill pressure, and also you can't really match Hecarim early. If Hecarim's smart there, he invades. You have winning mid, Jhin. Or sorry, not Jhin, the Malzahar, and you can just sit in his Wukong's red side jungle.
Yeah. Okay, so I did shit on the Hextech skins earlier, but the cube effect for the space age is actually pretty neat. I will say that. So, good job, kind of, right?
Good job, right?
But kind of, because it's teleport here coming in from the Maokai. Let's see if it comes to pass. That was really aggressive. But now going to be assist pings onto the early Cloud Dragon. There are so many pings coming down here. I think they really want this Cloud Dragon, guys.
They waste so much time for this. I'm not a big fan of early dragons, especially Cloud. You waste like a full 30 seconds to a minute. You
Yeah.
send 3 people onto the map for it.
I think it's okay if you want to play for Soul early, but this is one of those dragons that you want to just send your jungler for once you know that you have prio. Because it's going to be uncontestable, and Cloud Dragon's the easiest dragon to kill. You don't need 4 people to kill Cloud Dragon. You need like 1, maybe 2 to guarantee like safety. So this is going to mean a huge tempo loss for Maokai. So after getting an assist on the Wukong's first blood and avoiding going down in the return gank, now I'm going to lose out a lot after teleporting bot to secure a dragon that was pretty much already theirs.
I don't think Malphite punished it properly though. Like the wave hasn't even hit tower yet, and Maokai will get like a lot of the EXP back.
That's a good point. So yeah, unfortunately Maokai is, or not unfortunately for god damn it, dude. Maokai and Malphite in the same game is such a grief, by the way. But yeah, Maokai slow pushing here will mean that Maokai is able to catch up in terms of XP, gets a good amount.
Oh,
that was such a risky recall there for the Misfortune. Lulu though did not reset, so we're gonna have offset recall timers here for blue side bot lane.
Lulu grabs the wave here. Oh, does she?
Let's see if it happens. Lulu gonna walk down here. She kind of grabbed the wave.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so she does freeze the 3 casters there. Will end up being a save in the end. Okay, Wukong got first blood, which meant that he actually had a good early game, which is generally illegal if you are Wukong. But will mean that both junglers are going to ding 6 at about the same time. Actually, Wukong beat Hecarim to 6. How illegal is that? But yeah, so does have that Cyclone available now. Very potent with his ganks. Flash coming up as well. Should send it bot, right?
Yeah, you should go bot for sure.
There's some bot lane. I think you could maybe lick repeat, but the wave's not set up properly. But I think you can maybe lick repeat top if Maokai can get the knock at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to gank a Lulu. Maokai deep ward.
Yeah, it is a control ward though. Which will mean that obviously once Hecarim walks over there, he'll know.
Yeah, that's a really good ward actually.
I feel like though I think he has a control ward. He has the trinket ward available, right? So I feel like the trinket ward is better than the control ward in that situation.
Everyone's mid ganked for some reason. I feel like River would be so free right now with priority top, and they just spotted Hecarim bottom. There should be a referral, instant referral.
Yeah,
I think this blue side invade is good too. They take full. Wukong gets full blue side.
That's
3
true.
camps.
Yeah, they see, they don't even, so Hecarim not able to get Gromp either actually, as they are now getting harassed here by the Janna Jhin. Ooh, taking a good amount of damage here as well. Wukong meanwhile happily going to take away Hecarim's top side, should take the top side, only going to take the Gromp however, as I think they elect to take Rift Herald.
Rift Herald.
Yeah. 9-minute Rift Herald, nothing to sneer at here. Will guarantee as long as the Rift Herald gets placed in a decent spot that it will pick up that guaranteed 320 gold, potentially more. Will also mean that they have Rift Herald in time for the second dragon spawn of the game. So good stuff here for Team Strag so far, but still a relatively even game. Now, in a battle of the press Rs, who wins in your guys' opinion?
I think blue side wins. They have the proactive Rs, whereas red side more is counter engaging and peeling the Hecarim into the Malphite initially.
Right, speaking of Hecarim, ooh, going to dodge away from the petrifying gaze of Cassiopeia. Now Cassiopeia going to finally get jumped on here. Onslaught of Shadow is going to be followed up with by a flash Malzahar ulti, but that is 2 huge cooldowns used with 30 seconds left on the drag timer. Cassiopeia will be alive, can slither her way over to this Ocean Dragon, however, does not have teleport nor her ultimate. Ooh, Wukong with a high is able to take away this crab using the Nimbus strike there. So good Wukong play here. Haven't seen the Cyclone come out just yet, but it will be available for Dragon. That being said, Cassiopeia being down will give PokeCard the priority. They will be first on site for Ocean Dragon. And it looks like, meanwhile, for Team Strag, the option, the call here is to not contest it. So we'll be even in terms of dragons at 1-1. With that,
summon referral mid instead.
Oh, it's Mountain Soul. That's so oppressive, especially if Malphite and Hecarim get it.
Yeah, I really hate this Rift Herald, by the way. So that was a Rift Herald used on a 5-played tower. They had a couple more minutes to hold it, and they got minimum value for that Rift Herald. I think they should try to set up a pick with Cyclone first, and then push down in a lane, and then drop Herald.
Yeah, I think what you do is, they're all on Drake. You send Cassio, Wukong top, you 3-man dive top on Malphite's TP, and you take first turret. I think that's the most ideal play if you can execute.
For sure.
Wukong jungle actually up a level on the Hecarim.
Yeah, how crazy is that? That being said, Wukong, he got first blood. He hasn't really done much since. He's been power farming, which is really not his strong suit. Still has not used the ultimate, which is kind of disappointing because he had tempo on Hecarim. He got a forced situation where when he was level 6, Hecarim's level 5, he can pretty safely gank without fear of a counter gank. But yeah, just content to farm. Hasn't really looked bot. Has tried to look mid, but the problem with ganking mid obviously is that Malzahar has that spell shield. Want that to be down before the gank. That being said, I mean the Nimbus cloak will pop it, and then he'll definitely be able to knock up with the Cyclone. So good vision control.
Pretty easy for Cassio to pop it too.
But yeah, Malzahar playing pretty non-interactively in this lane, just casting the Voidling Swarm and the Malefic Visions at pretty much max rank, or max range, excuse me, to make sure that Cassiopeia is nowhere near him.
Cassio gets hit by the E.
Yeah, Cassiopeia not really respecting her own dying minions. Doesn't realize that there is space aids on top of him. Gonna eat a lot of harass for free.
What is Maokai rushing? Why does he have Aegis? Aegis is actually one of the least cost efficient items in the whole game. 10 ability haste and the 30 armor, 30 MR. It's still not worth for, what is it, 1,500 gold?
Yeah, and Sunfire too is going to help a lot in terms of both combat power and pushing power. So, and that's the Mami Cinder, not the Sunfire, excuse me. So.
Does Malphite still go Sunfire after, or do you think it's Chem Tank now for the
Well, I don't think Chem Tank builds out of Aegis, right?
No, sorry, for the Malphite.
Oh, Malphite.
Chem Tank still builds out of Balmy, right?
Yeah, it builds out of Balmy. They all build out of Balmy, but only Sunfire builds out of Aegis. So I feel like we're gonna see double Aegis from both top laners, but I feel like that's not the right call for either top laner, to be honest. If you're Maokai, you're kind of like, you can be 1A or 1B in terms of engage for your team, especially with the Turbo Chem Tank, and then run into the W and threaten with a W. And
I think Malphite definitely goes Chem Tank.
Yeah. We'll see. So technically he is on that build path still. Has not completed the Aegis, but has both components for the Aegis. So we'll see if that ends up being the case.
I don't know if MF's the Eclipse got nerfed, but is it not still Eclipse or Manamune into Eclipse? Is that not good anymore after Manamune nerfs?
I think you still can, but I think the more popular option is Gale Force, right?
Yeah, most people go Gale Force.
Interesting. Okay.
That being said, Gale Force also got nerfed. So
yeah.
By the way, to answer the question, both top laners gonna go with their Sunfire. Picking them up simultaneously. Malphite with the CS lead, up Merc Treads over Maokai, who only has tier 1 boots.
The magical footwear.
Oh yeah, that's a big CS gap top lane actually.
I think all of that basically was just started by the tempo loss of Maokai teleporting bot at level 4 to pick up early Cloud Dragon. Alright, meanwhile, Maokai in the middle lane gonna get ganked by Malphite. Now the Malefic Mouse are gonna go down as well. But now that Wukong is finally here in the game, gonna lock down the Malphite. The Malphite root going to also land onto Malzahar, but now the Wukong is overextended. 2 more autos will be able to do it. Heck, will be able to pick that one up. Meanwhile, Maokai going in deep as well, going to be picked up by Team Pokecard here. Ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Pokecard.
Orange Drinker was not used by Wukong that fight. He just forgot to use it.
So Gore Drinker, yeah, would have been a lot of effective HP for him, but with the jungler down, Hecarim actually getting the final blow on the Wukong, going to mean that the 3rd dragon of the game is going to go over to Pokecard.
Blue team used all engage on Maokai, which is so good for red at the start of the fight. But then after getting the first kill, they decided to overcommit without any ultimates, basically. So they kind of chased too hard.
And I think they were a little bit too close to that mid outer turret, unfortunately. So they couldn't really dive. Like, for example, the Maokai ultimate did hit the Malzahar. At that range, that's like a 1.5 second route. But too close to the turret, not enough follow-up. Alright, now though, Hecarim is in the top lane, but already used Devastating Charge, so that knockback will not be available. It will just provide now a free gap closer for the Maokai, but now the Unstoppable Force going to force a flash out from the Maokai.
Oh, I think they could have dove there. Malphite still has flash.
Yeah, also a straight misplay by the Hecarim. Used the E way too early, did not have it available when he actually got onto the Maokai, so that knockback was not available, and the increased damage. That literally was the difference between Maokai dying and not dying. Was that extra E damage. Because that timed out by the time he had circled back around. He was originally going to come just through river and then went through Tribrush.
Okay. Yeah, much unfortunate.
Ooh, Gale Force going to be used. Going to force a flash out of the Janna, but now the Deadly Force is going to snare up the Lulu. Doesn't look like anything else is going to come to pass, though. Did they ever fix the Gale Force MF ulti interaction, or is that still in the game? Do we know?
They fixed it.
Okay. Unfortunate.
Is that what she ults both ways?
No. It's the wider cone. If you if you ult and go forward with Gale Force at the same time, it like turbo expands the cone. That's really dumb, you know? The other interaction with Gale Force, that was really funny. Wait, hold on. Maokai gonna go aggressive here onto the Actually, why am I talking about this? This is fucking 2 weeks at top laners engaging each other in a noodle fest. So, with Vi, there's a really funny interaction with her Q. Because, like, Vi Q carries... oh, hold on. Wukong here gonna decoy in. Stealth heal gonna be used by the Misfortune to speed away from what would have been a very, very scary Wukong. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Malzahar going to go aggressive onto the Cassiopeia. Flash ulti going to be picking up a solo kill with the Boiling. Should be able to pick up the outer turret as well. Malzahar actually respecting the potential Wukong.
Oh, but Hecarim just ults, immediately ult here.
Ooh. Okay. Directed Camera apparently thinks that this top lane fight is way more important than the bot lane fight. But it looks like Hecarim went bot to secure the first turret of the game. Nope. First turret at 19.5 minutes. It's pretty wild.
I think they have Malzahar TP there. They can immediately, right when they see Jhin, Hecarim just ults onto the Jhin because they know Janna is too low to stay. If she stays, she's dead too.
I agree. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is directed camera, apparently thinking that Malphite versus Maokai is the most interesting thing in the game. This is not me. I really should have clicked, but like, I was curious to see what the algorithm thinks.
They see HP going down. There's no HP going down, but
that's a fair point. Honestly, that's a fair point.
Do you think Cass should build QSS this game?
No.
No?
Because Hold on. Wukong gonna go very aggressive onto Lulu, but however the wild growth is gonna stop the Wukong advance, and now this Maokai is stuck in no man's land, gonna get cut down in the jungle. The kill gonna go over to the Malzahar, and that will give Pokey Card here the impetus to start on a 20.5-minute Baron. This Baron, newly born, very weak, going to be going down relatively quickly. Ooh, okay, Unstoppable Force over the top. Cassiopeia getting way too close, trying to take a look, take a getter. But now Wukong over the top. This Baron's still very, very healthy. Ooh, but Wukong steals the Baron. Wukong steals the Baron. Holy shit. The Cycle is also almost all going to be able to pick up the Lulu as well. But it doesn't matter, even if Lulu does not go down, as Baron was stolen away by Kato on the Wukong. Woo. So, all's well that ends well for Team Strag, am I right? Just lose two members and then steal Baron. That's definitely part of the game plan. Hecarim needs to... Actually, no, I'm just kidding. Hecarim is fine. However, with 2 members dead, the third dragon going to be picked up here for Pokey Card. I'm going to put them on Mountain Soul Point, barring another crazy steal coming out from the Jhin. Don't rule it out just yet. Alright, so Hecarim able to lock that one up. Meanwhile, actually a Maokai ultimate going to be able to lock down the Malphite. Now Malphite going to take the wild growth, going to be very, very big. The Polymorph going to land onto the Maokai, and it's going to be a full retreat here for both teams. If Maokai had gone forward even just a hint more, would have definitely gone down.
Also, I took a look at the replay. Hecarim actually smited the Wukong that went in, I think.
Oh, no. Well, at least
he
Hecarim...
smited the clone, not even the real one.
Oh, no. Okay, well, at least has a sense of humor about it. Hecarim typing in all chat, jungle diff. So, gonna bounce back hopefully soon enough. Pokey Card, despite losing out on Baron, still very much in the ascendancy here on Soul Point. Obviously, has a bit of a gold lead. They're gonna be not too sad. Also have a 16 Magi stack, 403 Malzahar, and not too much magic resist picked up just yet for for Team Strag.
One Malzahar eat is about half Cassio's health. I think
Alright, hold on here. Wukong gonna go aggressive here. Let's see if they're able to find the Lulu. Cyclone does come out. Wild Growth still available. Now it gets used. The double knockup here only used onto the Lulu will mean that nobody's dying just yet. Alright. Now this is something that was pointed out to me off stream. But Anuhia here on this Janna got 100 vision score at 30 minutes in their game 1 defeat. At 45 vision score now at 23 minutes, far ahead of Lulu's vision score. Is this a support diff technically or no?
Her vision score doesn't really tell you everything about support.
Oh, okay, hold on. Speaking of support diff, this support gonna go wandering in the jungle, gonna be found out by the Maokai. That was not a necessary Maokai ultimate whatsoever. That Lulu was dead for sure. That's actually gonna be a pretty big cooldown. That being said, nothing objective-wise is coming up anytime soon, so it looks like it will not mean too much. But yeah, thought I'd ask the support main if vision score means anything. I don't ever pay attention to that shit, to be completely honest with you.
The score itself, I don't think doesn't matter that much, but the where they place the wards. I think you were talking about wards and Lulu dies, try to put down a ward and clear a ward. So knowing when to ward, knowing when you can't ward, knowing where enemy vision wards are, I think that's something that's more important than vision score itself.
For sure, for sure.
But yeah, the Janna rushing Moby boots, that's normally also not what Janna goes, because she gets a lot of intrinsic move speed. So I think normally it's Swifties or Lucidity.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, I think this is like a player thing. I think Kevin specifically really likes getting around on all of his supports. Usually to the benefit, sometimes to the detriment of his team. Sometimes leaves the bot laner alone, and then the bot laner doesn't respect the engage. We saw that in game 1. Other times, obviously though, early support roam, especially if the enemy team doesn't see it, can be the difference in a skirmish. Alright, looks to be a bit of a lull in the game. I would imagine obviously Soul Point is going to be the next big fight If you are Team Strag, what is the key to making sure that Mountain Soul does not get handed over to Pokecard?
I think you need a really good flank from Wukong Maokai. Pincer on both sides. I think a big thing is Wukong has to try to get around from Tri-Brush and try to set up early vision. The Janna has really good vision, or vision score. So I hope that hopefully that translates into good control for this dragon.
For sure. One thing that's interesting to see here, they're funneling a lot of farm onto Wukong. Wukong up now to 200 CS. Third highest on his team. And sitting on a Gorge Drinker and a Hydra, going to be looking for a Sterix Gauge as well to give him a ton of healing and effective HP in these fights. It's going to be matched by only a Thornmail in terms of healing reduction on Pokecard here. So if
they have the orb.
But now, Wukong going aggressive here. Gonna take a ton of damage. Still very, very squishy.
Maokai canceled the TP on Malphite.
Ooh, okay, so Malphite would look to TP. Maokai, though, is very low on mana. Gonna walk back to his turret. Gonna be a slap fight in the top lane. But now, in this game of Teleport Chicken, it looks like Maokai is going to win out. Maokai now going to go back to base and does have a teleport of his own. Malphite, meanwhile, forced to just amble down from the top lane, head in shame. This is a very aggressive teleport from Maokai. This is a very aggressive teleport from Maokai.
He has no ult either. He's just going to fly in.
Alright, so does not end up using the W just yet. Oh, huge 4-man Malphite ultimate, followed up by the Onslaught Shadows. The bullet time over the top. The Wukong are not able to get in just yet. Now able to get in with the Cyclone, but the Cyclone going to prevent him from using the Gorge Drinker active. That was a bit of a grief, and it's going to end up being a huge teamfight win for Pokecard. Only the... Ooh, the Hecarim actually going a little bit too deep. Going to be picked up by the Jhin in the background, but Pokecard are not going to mind in the slightest. The ultimate not going to be able to find the dragon, and Mountain Soul will get handed over to Pokecard. Team Strag, unfortunately caught unawares by that huge Malphite ulti. 4-man with the Onslaught Shadows over the top. Press our comps. Love to see him.
Jesse, take some notes, Jesse.
Take some notes. Oh, man. Give, yeah, don't worry, we scale a break.
They had to have known he was coming. He even showed us. He walked outside the bush. They didn't respect it. They all had flash too.
Yeah, they were well aware that Malphite without TP was going to be walking down. Had all the time in the world to walk out, but unfortunately, that vision score did not suss out Malphite in time. Yeah, Wukong. If Wukong is used as counter initiate, I feel like that's just really bad for for Team Strag, because if you're counter initiating, the Malphite ulti has already landed. You can't knock Hecarim out of his ulti either.
It's hard because if Wukong looks to flank there, they only have a solo Maokai trying to peel the Malphite Hecarim. They can just skip straight past.
Yeah, especially a Maokai with that ultimate. Alright, trying to set up a Fnatic Deathwish here, but the first person they're going to find is going to be a Malphite, excuse me. But Malphite is going very, very low here. Ooh, Maokai going to get picked, oh my god, fuck. Malphite going to get picked up here. Now Lulu forced to use Wild Growth on herself. Wukong going to go very, very deep here, but now going to get locked down by the Malzahar ulti. No QSS available, but in the background there, Hecarim going to go dive in, going to get himself killed, which will end up meaning that this is a 4v3 so far. Now Lulu going to get rooted up, but a huge bullet time over to the top, going to prevent Team Strag from walking in, and actually Janna's going to go down. Now Maokai going to be far too deep. Jhin not able to walk in and get any damage down just yet. The Malefic Visions does so much damage, going to burn down the tree. Now Cassiopeia going to go golden into stasis. Let's see if this Lulu is going to die. Ooh, it will, but Jhin is going to have to go too deep for that one. So that was initially, I think, a good start for Team Strag, but Malphite buying enough time for his team to come into the scene. And Wukong, okay, what Wukong does not realize is that he is not Gorge Drinkering at all in any of these fights. He'll dive in, Cyclone, knock everybody up, and then realize that he can't use Gorge Drinker in Cyclone and then kill himself. And obviously he doesn't have the Sterix Gauge yet, so
he's so squishy.
Yeah, he's just really squishy.
Lulu actually used none of her shields on the Malphite there, even though I think I checked she was in range. If she also had flash up too. I think if she ults in Ease, they turn it so hard with Malphite R.
I agree. That being said, you know, the wild growth, I don't think it made a difference when Wukong dived them, but you know, it was used. It wasn't like she held it entirely. But yeah, okay, now Wukong needs to be careful. Ooh, gonna get immediately unstoppable force here, gonna be followed up by the mouse ulti as well. This will be a dead Wukong. Gore Drinker, bro, Gore Drinker, bro, Gore Drinker. Okay, so Gore Drinker still unused by Wukong in the last minute and a half, I would say. And look at that, Malzahar pinging the cooldown here. It's a very low cooldown this stage in the game. Only 35 seconds will mean that in the next minion wave that will be available, Maokai going to use his ultimate here. Going to try to walk in, but now going to get Polymorph. Bolt time over the top, going to be able to lock him down as well. The Petrifying Gaze only used onto basically one person. And Hapoom, I don't know if you're still here, but this Cassiopeia, impressive or not?
Oh, I wasn't watching, but I'm gonna say the KDA isn't impressive.
Alright, Jin, meanwhile, force the Gale Force away here. It looks like it's gonna be just a slow march towards victory here for Pokey. Actually, no. Malphite going to dip out here. The rest of his team still staying around in the base. But looks like they're going to go for the tried and true. Alright, hey look, Wukong used Gore Drinker. Albeit to clear minions, but he technically used it. Okay, so Pokecard here going to go for the more consistent play, I would say. Now going to take down the bot inner turret, going to be marching towards the bot inhibitor. There is an Elder Dragon coming up here in a minute and a half. I wonder if they're just playing for that. Try to get as many inhibitors down before they can fight for Elder Dragon, secure that, then just walk into the base and press S and win the game.
But there's always a steal step, and Wukong stole Baron earlier, so
that is true.
Watch out for that.
The blue team should just end here. They have all ults.
Yeah, it's another four-man flash. Malphite ultimate onslaught shadows over the top. Janna already gone. This Wukong gonna go deep though, able to find the Misfortune and the Lulu. Actually, all of a sudden Wukong coming alive. This Malzahar is out of mana. Cassio turns around with one more Serpent being able to pick up the Malzahar. So far, 3 for 3. And now let's see if we get Cassiopeia gaming. Cassiopeia gonna try to kite for her life. Now gonna go into stasis. Wukong almost kills himself on Gromp of all things. But look at this Cassiopeia damage. Ends up being a 4 for 4. Only junglers alive for both teams. But one team has super minions streaming into their base. And that team is Team Strag. Unfortunately, Wukong randomly hit fucking Gromp. I think tried to vamp off of Gromp, but almost ended up dying to it, if anything. But looks like Wukong able to get back just in time to prevent this Nexus turret from going down. Okay, so Lulu and Misfortune now available. Hecarim resetting, obviously able to get back on the map much faster with the devastating charge will mean that they can get on site for this dragon. Another thing that they need to be aware of if you are Team Strag, Malzahar and Malphite both have teleport. So if we look in terms of TP wards, not really available.
Elder Screen started.
Alright, so I think Team Strag going to go for a broke here. Oh my god, the decoy got used. The decoy got used. Malphite is here now. Let's see what happens. If Cassiopeia can land a good miasma, it's going to prevent the Malphite from ulting.
She broke the shield.
Alright. Meanwhile, Maokai going to go deep here. Watch the Malphite ultimate. Wukong going to use a Cyclone here. A huge devastating onslaught of shadows. Gonna fear 3, but Cassiopeia is still very much alive so far. Jane gonna go down, Maokai gonna go down. Now Cassiopeia kiting for her life from the Malphite and from the Malzahar gonna go down here. Alright, so it looks like Pokecard will end up taking the 4 for 1. Only Misfortune gonna go down here. Malzahar actually not even needing teleport. Gonna teleport into the base to secure this game for Pokecard. So for Team Pokecard, this will mean their first win. Now 1-1 on the season. Meanwhile, a 4-team Strag gonna come up empty in their second game, 0 for 2 on the day and on the season, unfortunately. Kevin got a lot to answer for. You know, talked a lot of shit in the pregame. So hopefully it doesn't come to roost too much.
Who is he playing?
He was the Janna.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Cassie played well, actually. Really...
I think one thing that didn't happen that I think could have changed the game. Miasma and like Grounded is like an especially broken ability because it prevents Malphite from ulting and Hecarim from ulting. So if you Miasma at the right time, you can like buy a ton of time for your team to walk away from effective engage range. Meanwhile, people are just like hammering their R button and wondering why it's not working. But yeah, unfortunately, I cannot get the stats for this game, so
I have the stats.
Yeah, I have stats here.
okay.
Yeah.
So who won out in terms of damage?
Malzahar.
Malzahar, yeah.
No surprise there. Yeah, Malzahar.
And Cassio on the other team.
Yeah, gonna be a ton of burn damage. Yeah, all right. So let's get the captains in here for our final round of post-match interviews for tonight. So first, let's grab Kevin and let's grab Joel. All right, hey guys, GG. That was a fun game to watch. Unironically. So
yeah, thank you for the game. It was pretty close for a long time in the middle there.
Yeah. But I think MVP gonna go to Malphite. Huge
Mr.
Malphite ult.
Samuel Lee.
Yeah, man. I think you know what it was. It was me reading out that copy pasta at the beginning. And we have even more copy. Oh my God! Look at the support here for Samuel Lee. All right. We might have to get him in here actually to.
Yeah, we can pull Mr. Sam in.
All right, let's do it. I gotta address his legion of adoring fans here. All right, here is the man himself, Agent SA, aka Samuel Lee, aka the recipient of infinite copy pastas in Twitch chat. Huge Malphite ultimates that game. Walk us through your thought process behind playing this absolute resident sleeper of a champion.
Well, you know, we saw the Janna, and then we saw the Maokai, so it's like, oh, it's a Maokai, and then they're like, ooh, yes, should I pick a juicy bruiser to bully Maokai into submission? And then they banned all my bruiser champions, and I was like, well, team, can I play set? And you're like, no, you're in Malphite duty, and I was like, really? And then I hard gapped him after he started Relic Shield and teleported bot lane at level 4, 30 CS, easiest lane of my life, you know?
Yeah, that teleport was a bit of a grief. He didn't start Relic Shield, the Thorn Shield. But yeah.
That's Thorn Shield? He had the Relic icons. I was super confused.
Okay. Yeah,
visual bug? Must have been visual bugged.
But yeah, so walk us through the mindset of somebody who's looking for those juicy 4-man Malphite ultimates.
Well, you see, I used to play a lot of AD carry, and when I see the Malphite as the enemy team and it's AD carry, I just think, oh no, because I have slow fingers, I can't flash it, I can't Gale Force it, I can't stopwatch it. So the moment Malphite is on my screen, I just walk away, go make a snack. So as Malphite player, you just go C ADC, press R.
Fair enough. Yeah. There's some people in the league that need to hear that. I'm not gonna say who. Okay. Meanwhile, for Kevin, unfortunately, this does wrap up an 0-2 day. 0-2 day for you and your team. But still, 2 very competitive games. I think 2 very entertaining games to watch. So what can you guys take away from these 2 games going forward in terms of positives?
No, yeah, everything's always just like a positive lesson. Congrats to Joel's team. Very well deserved. We're only gonna come back even bigger and stronger. You know, coming from humble beginnings again. Honestly, we're here to have fun. We're having lots of fun. Congratulations on pressing R. Great job. You know, your left hand must do a lot of work.
Okay.
But, you know, we out here trying to function. Try me again. Eat it up. See you later.
Okay, all right. With that, then I think we'll let both teams go back to both players go back to their team chats, celebrate, reorganize, and meanwhile, for the rest of us here, just a reminder as we come to a close for tonight's games, we will have 2 more games for you coming tomorrow, starting at 9 p.m. PST. So at 9 p.m. we will have Team Strag once again, hopefully going to end their week on a win versus Chili's Angels, who are 1-0 after claiming victory over Don't Worry We Scale in the season opener. In the nightcap, At 10 p.m., we will have Double Jungle Gap, who we saw win over Team Strag tonight in the first game, versus Andyland, who are also 1-0 after beating out Don't Worry We Scale in Friday's nightcap. So make sure that you set your schedule, set your alarms for that. And with that, I think we will bring this cast to a close. Say goodnight to Twitch chat, everybody.
Thank you, Roger.
Good night,
Twitch chat.
you.